Patriots game.
Into the end zone, trying to keep the play alive. Falling down, he goes to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown!
WBZFM at HD Boston. 98.5, the Sports Hub. Beasley Media Group station. This is Star Market Celtics Tonight. Download the Star Market Deals and Delivery app today.
Jalen forces it up over C. No! He tied it! He did it! Jalen Brown from the corner with 5.6 to go. Kick out, open. Tatum steps to his left, 3 in the air. Got it!
Big boys step up at the right time, man.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Your New England Ford dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, Comcast Business, and by Ticketmaster.
Pritchard shovel back to Porzingis, having a trail 3. Got it! Boston by 14. Kyrie forces one out, blocked by Porzingis again. Pritchard, half court, it's in the air.
Go!
He got it! He did it again! Peyton Pritchard did it again!
Also brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, your Eastern Region Lexus dealers, VA New England, Town Fair Tire, Kia North Danvers, Brex, FindMassMoney.gov, Corona, NetSuite by Oracle, your New England Honda dealers, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Confetti guns shooting green and white confetti and making the most beautiful blizzard you have ever seen. The Boston Celtics are world champions for the 18th time.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
At the Mecca, Madison Square Garden in New York, where tonight the race for second place in the East begins in earnest with the country watching. It's the Saturday night primetime showdown between the Celtics and the New York Knicks. And away we go. The spotlight week of the regular season concludes on the game's biggest stage. Thanks for sharing it with us. I'm Sean Grande. Cedric Maxwell, an NIT champion in this building nearly 50 years ago, joins us shortly. And coming up on the fastest 30 minutes in the NBA, Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight. Big one tonight, but the second spot in the East, home court in the second round beginning to loom large. Celtics and Knicks play the first of 3 games remaining between the two. We'll update you on Torrey Craig, added to the Celtics roster. He addressed the media for the first time today. Earlier in the day at MSG, we'll tell you who is in and who is out. Celtics are going to be down some defenders as they face one of the best offensive teams in the history of the game. As we break down this rematch with the Knicks, blown off the floor in Boston on opening night, made hardcore fans here wonder if they'd lost what made them so special last year. The result, though, been one of the greatest offensive teams we have ever seen, with both Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns on the MVP ladder. The questions about the high minute totals and the wear and tear have been rampant, but will that really matter in the spring? We'll discuss that. We'll take our trip around the NBA, which gets crazier by the day. Amid protests in Dallas, Mavs get the full AD experience in his debut today, and just days before their debut in Boston, the Wemby Fox San Antonio tag team takes a king-size stunner in the Queen City.
Got it. Sohan in front of him. LaMelo. Corner 3! Yes!
We'll check in with the head coach, Joe Mazzulla.
You know, and I always like, situations like this because you get to pick, guys' brains on what was this coach like? What was this team like? What was the hardest experience for you in the league? What was the best experience for you in the league? What have you learned?
But coming up next, a disturbing but very clear pattern has emerged in the middle of the Celtics title defense. 3 ultra-successful road trips have led to first a home loss to Sacramento, then a home loss to Houston. Thursday night, the Mavericks, still shaken from the Luka Doncic trade, arrived in Boston for the first time since the finals without Anthony Davis, P.J. Washington, and Derek Lively, then battered the champs from pillar to post. We'll look back at the latest home stumble after a spectacular road trip. Klay Thompson bounce pass lead, Gafford two-hand slam, and this is a beating right now. Largest home deficit of the year for the Celtics. Mavericks, after a great first quarter, take a 10-2 run to begin the third, and they lead by 19. It's all coming up and more as we catch you down to the latest chapter of the NBA's oldest rivalry. It's the Celtics, it's the Knicks, it's Madison Square Garden, bottom of the hour on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
Yes, cool.
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, Commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Trax.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Okay, business leaders, are you playing defense or are you on the offense? Are you just, excuse me. Hey, I'm trying to talk business here. As I was saying, are you here just to play or are you playing to win? If you're in it to win, meet your next MVP, NetSuite by Oracle. NetSuite is your full business management system in one suite. With NetSuite, you're running your accounting, your financials, HR, e-commerce, and more, all from your online dashboard. One source of truth means every department's working from the same numbers with no data delays. And with AI embedded throughout, you're automating manual tasks, plus getting fast insights for your next move. Whether you're competing on your home turf or looking to conquer international markets, NetSuite helps you get the W. Over 40,000 businesses have already made the move to NetSuite, the #1 cloud ERP.
Right now, get the CFO's Guide to AI and Machine Learning at netsuite.com/go. Get this free guide at netsuite.com/go.
Okay, guys.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5 thesportshub.com.
Yeah, after my situation with Chicago, I was talking to my agent, and I think I had to wait for 48 hours to become a free agent, and then we just talked about destinations and teams that made the most sense, and Boston was the... Why? I don't know, just the competitive nature, the way they play, the type of guys they have. We just feel like it was the right fit.
What kind of opportunity has Brad communicated to you that would be here?
Just coming in and being an extra guy whenever the team needs it. I think add to the wing depth on this team. Just being another defender, another physical body that you can throw out there and produce.
All right, thanks, Abby, for chipping in some of those questions that shoot around today. As the Celtics welcome Torrey Craig, the newest addition to the team. He will wear number 12, but not tonight, as he will sit out along with Drew Holiday. Welcome back to Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight, and let's work backwards from the addition here of Torrey Craig. Obviously, you and I both really like the things that Jaden Springer was doing. Torrey Craig brings more size and a lot more experience on that defensive end.
Boy, experience. He can bang. He loves to get in the mix and make it dirty. You like that? I would definitely miss Springer, though. Springer controlled the initial point of attack. How many times we've seen the games with the Celtics play, and it just didn't happen. Brad Stevens and his people made a decision, and we'll see how that's going to go.
All right, the Celtics have won 4 out of 5 with the loss against Dallas on Thursday night. The Knicks have won 7 of 8.
It doesn't even seem like they won 4 out of 5. Just really weird.
That's because, the way they've been playing. And I think if you asked an average Celtics fan, hey, if the Celtics won 4 or 5, they would be like, no, it seems like they're losing every night. They're losing all these games, and we'll get to the psychology of that and why this game becomes a little bit more important, because with the losses and with the Knicks winning 7 of 8, the reason I bring that up is now there's just a game and a half, and if the Knicks win tonight, the Celtics and Knicks will be dead even in the loss column. The Knicks had not played since Tuesday night. They've had 3 days off amid all of the discussion about Tom Thibodeau running them into the ground with 4 of the top 6 guys in minutes played in the NBA in their New York starting lineup. Jason Tatum, by the way, and Anthony Edwards are the other two. I firmly believe, I don't know what's going to happen if and when the Celtics and Knicks begin their series on May 5th, but if it begins in Boston and not here, I don't like New York's chances.
New York, I think, definitely has to be here in Madison Square Garden, but I still feel in a 7-game series, Celtics have the advantage if they are healthy.
I feel like over a 7-game series, they have the advantage and probably survive and would advance to the conference finals. But if the Knicks have home court, and if there is a Game 7 in the second round on this floor, remember, that's the game New York lost last year to Indiana when they literally had nothing left. We'll get to this when we talk about the Knicks and the minutes played, and was that a factor last year as they started to break down. But before we look ahead, we look back. The previous game recap brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code SportsHub. That's code SportsHub. For new customers to get $150 in bonus bets instantly when you bet. Just $5 only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours, and it was another night, Thursday at the Garden, on national TV in which that crown rested uneasy, and the Dallas Mavericks made shots that they only dream about. Celtics are going to wear the new alternate jerseys, the black uniforms with the neon green letters and numbers. They'll go left to right. Dallas in their home whites tonight. Daniel Gafford against Porzingis, who wins the opening tap back into the hands of Jaylen Brown. And away we go, thanks for spending another TNT Thursday with us. Klay Thompson steps to his right, takes a long two, swish. 9 straight for Dallas. They lead by 8, 12-4. Show we've seen a lot here for the Celtics at home. Exum races the length of the floor, finds Klay Thompson in the corner. His 3 is good. Derek White got tripped up. Joe Mazzulla going to call a timeout. Klay Thompson's gotten some clean looks here. Dallas is 7 of 8 from the floor in an early 7-point lead. Jaylen Brown kick out Derek White. Here's the entry. Porzingis pump fake. Gafford creating some problems, but Porzingis will eventually, on the second pump fake, get Gafford up in the air and then slam it home.
Gafford looked to block that ball, but all of a sudden he gave him that same pump fake and went by.
Jaylen moves into the paint. Luke Cornett, instead of going to Gafford, kicks out to Pritchard, finds Derek White in the right corner for 3. Yeah, he's back.
Yeah. Decision making, quick, pop, boom.
Jaylen Brown wants to take Kyrie, drives in the paint, and he turns it over. 5 Boston turnovers in the first 9 minutes.
Is that another steal right there for Kyrie?
Dinwiddie step back on Derek White for 3.
What did we say the day before the game? We said what the Celtics need to focus on.
Not
turn
the
ball over.
Klay Thompson steps away from Hauser, wide open 17-footer, bounces in. What a bounce Klay Thompson just got. Dallas by 13. They're shooting 58%. 46-31. Dallas by 15. Klay Thompson gets another look, drains the open 3, and Klay Thompson has 21 points in 10 minutes. Jaylen Brown comes out and challenges Dinwiddie, takes the contested 3 anyway and sticks it. Boy, they're hitting everything. Ooh. Tough shots, easy shots, you name it. 63-46. Klay Thompson bounce pass lead. Gafford 2-hand slam. And this is a beating right now. Largest home deficit of the year for the Celtics. Mavericks, after a great first quarter, take a 10-2 run to begin the third, and they lead by 19. Kyrie lobs it into Gafford. Attacks. Goes back out to Exum, steps to his right, takes the 3. No good at the shot clock buzzer. Rebound, takes a funny pinball right into the hands of Kyrie Irving, who sticks the 10-footer back. And sometimes it's just your night. Dallas is out playing the Celtics in every possible way, but they've also gotten all the bounces. They're up by 19 here. Jaylen Brown trying to stay in front of Dinwiddie. Challenges him out at half court. Crowd making noise. Dinwiddie turns the corner, throws back out Nazi Marshall, cranks up a straightaway 3. Got it. They can't miss. They can't miss. And some boos raining down on the Celtics, who trail by 9 at the end of 1, by 11 at halftime, but now their largest home deficit of the year. They're down 21. Jordan Walsh bounce pass into the corner. Peterson's ready. His 3 is good. It's down to 15 now. As this makeshift group here with Jordan Walsh, Peterson, Cada, Pritchard, and Hauser scored 12 straight points here. Cut it from 27 down to 15. Klay Thompson, left-hand dribble drive, deep in the paint, kick to the corner. Nazi Marshall for 3. Got it. And that ends the rally. Ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving, who will hear the boos and have his nearly 4-year run of not winning a game in Boston come to an end. He's lost 15 of 16 to the Celtics in 8 straight here. Dallas will take the shot clock violation. Another disappointing night for the Celtics at home after a very successful road trip. They are run off the floor by the Dallas Mavericks. The final score, Dallas 127, Boston 120. Celtics get those 120 points. 52% shooting. They had been 4-0 when they did that. 43% from 3. Celtics have been 7-0 when doing that. Plus 5 from the glass. They were 15-1 when doing that. They got 1.25 points per possession. Celtics have been 15-0 when doing that. They hit all 4 of those milestones and lost. That's how ugly the defensive numbers ended up being. Was the defense bad, or did Dallas have a great shooting night? We'll put that aside for a debate. But it was, since they've been keeping track of points per possession in the play-by-play era the last 30 years, it was one of the 10 worst defensive games in Boston Celtics franchise history.
Well, what else can you say? Other than the fact that, the Celtics have to bounce back. Defending, I think one of the problems I had with that game is exactly what we talked about before the game. You told me Anthony Davis wasn't playing and this person wasn't playing. Teed up for the opposition at home. Celtics just somehow can't get out of their way at home. And initially in that game, what the Celtics did, turn the ball over again and again and yet again.
Since the Grizzlies came into Boston and won on December the 7th, the Celtics have played 14 home games. They are 6-8. They have played 15 road games. They are 11-4. They continue to dominate on the road, and here's their chance in a building that they have owned for the last quarter century. You know this little gem, this little chestnut, because I pull it out every time we're here. For the last 25 years, you and I have been together, a quarter century now, the Celtics have a better record at Madison Square Garden than they have at TD Garden.
It's crazy to think you can come into a building like that and dominate another team in that fashion.
And now it's a different New York team, a team that brought the soul of this franchise back last year with the team they put together. They gambled and made significant changes, obviously bringing in Karl Anthony Towns. The result has been an offensive machine, the likes of which they have never seen in New York, one of the best offensive teams in NBA history. Yes, Tom Thibodeau is still doing his thing, playing the guys huge minutes. Expectations have put a little spoil on this season here where everyone just thought they were going to automatically win 60 games. So now all of a sudden there's expectation where there hasn't been before. And last year's team, Josh Hart is still here, but Isaiah Hartenstein is not. Even Julius Randle is a big part of that. They brought back to me the soul of those 90s Knicks that owned this town. And you lost a little bit of that, even though you're a more glitzy version, a better offensive version, and in many ways a better championship contender. You lost some grit.
Well, I think that the guy that you named, Hartenstein, blue collar, and he was going to get out, and he was going to work, and he wasn't the most fundamentally sound guy, but what he did, he played hard. He reminded me of a guy who was like a Dave DeBusschere. Not saying he was Dave DeBusschere, but he hustled like that and played smart. He was gritty. He tried to dominate the game, and what he did well on the defensive end.
Are you worried for New York fans? The minutes that these guys have played, does it bother you? 4 of the top 6 players in minutes played are Hart, Anunoby, who's not playing tonight, Bridges, and Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns, by the way, is in the top 40 in the NBA in minutes played. A lot of people point to the breakdown and all the injuries that hit them in the second round last year in Indiana to them playing all these minutes. Is that a real thing?
It is. I mean, I think that, and I remember one season I played a ton of minutes. I went 3 or 4 games where I played 48 minutes. And at the end of the season, and we didn't even go to the playoffs, but at the end of the season, physically, I felt like I lost the season because I played so many minutes in my second year in the league.
Karl Anthony Towns, who certainly is a top 10 candidate for MVP, he and Jalen Brunson both. Karl Anthony Towns' game time decision will play in this game tonight. Drew Holiday will not. OG Anunoby will not. Torrey Craig, the new Celtic, will not, as he is coming back from injury as well as he gets acclimated to his new team. Max's Player to Bank On is brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank. Make your home energy efficient in 2025 with CSB 0 APR rate heat loan. Apply now at clintonsavings.com. Member FDIC, DIF, equal housing lender, Clinton Savings Bank, an experience you can bank on.
Very simple. Jason Tatum likes the big lights. Here you go.
35 points tonight for Jason Tatum at Madison Square Garden. He will move in to the top 10 in Celtics history in scoring at age 26. Ponder that. Keys to the game, driven by your local New England Honda dealers. Contact your local New England Honda dealer for a great deal today.
Control the initial point of attack. And I'm going to say, for me, it's always rebounding. Keeping a guy like Karl Anthony Towns off the glass and making him defend the basketball, that's going to be a key.
He's had some 20-20 games this year and put up big numbers. And obviously, the Knicks did not stretch the floor at all last year. Their average shot distance was last in the NBA. Obviously, they have turned that around, which is why they are now an offensive juggernaut. Still to come on the Shaw's and Star Market Celtics Tonight special, Madison Square Garden Celtics Knicks edition. Our conversation with Joe Mazzulla, not unlike Cedric Maxwell. He won a championship in this building 15 years ago in the Big East tournament. We'll talk about that and the addition of Torrey Craig. We'll take our trip around the NBA. How did Dallas Mavericks fans get the full Anthony Davis experience in their first 2 hours with him today? We'll tell you about that, while the Houston Rockets have not won a game since beating the Celtics 2 weeks ago. But when we return, Matt McCarthy has Sports Hub headlines. Speaking of national TV, the Bruins in Las Vegas, the Golden Knights went down to the wire at TD Garden this afternoon. He'll update you on all of it. And then away we go. Centerpiece, Saturday night, prime time, Celtics and Knicks from Madison Square Garden on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
yes, cool,
or attending one live, You can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at Cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Trax.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines.
Celtics and Knicks coming your way shortly, and news just coming down. Kristaps Porzingis out tonight. He has a non-COVID illness, a late scratch from this one. Drew Holiday also remains out with his shoulder injury. Bruins lost to Vegas 4-3 earlier today. They blew a one-goal lead in the third and now head off to the Four Nations break. They return to action 2 weeks from now. Super Bowl 59 set for tomorrow. Chiefs 1.5-point favorites over the Eagles. Philly pass rusher Brandon Graham has been activated ahead of the game as he returns from a triceps injury. Ian Rappaport says that Travis Kelce is undecided about playing in 2025. Brian Belichick, meanwhile, headed to the University of North Carolina to join Bill Belichick's staff. Headlines are brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com for 15% off your drive-thru oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Matt McCarthy. Grandy and Max go around the NBA next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Trax.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
You can put some change in a stranger's parking meter. Don't pick up your phone inside the movie theater. But there's one thing that'll help you the most. It's giving blood while you relax and read the Morning Post. Good karma by the pint. Give blood. Donate blood and then you just might save 3 people's lives and get a season's worth of good vibes.
Visit Rhode Island Blood Center to get your good karma by the pint.
Life can change in an instant. My brother-in-law died suddenly, leaving behind my sister and her 2 young kids. He didn't have life insurance, so now they're facing the unthinkable, leaving their home. After seeing what they went through, I immediately called SelectQuote to get life insurance for my family. In 15 minutes, a licensed insurance agent compared policies from highly rated carriers to find me the right coverage in my budget. I got a $500,000 policy for only $16 a month. Plus, I qualified for same-day life insurance. No medical exam was required, and I was covered by the time I hung up. Even if you have a health concern, SelectQuote agents can find you the right policy at the lowest price. And while you can't prepare emotionally for a loss, SelectQuote can give you peace of mind with life insurance. Don't wait until it's too late.
Go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
All right, first of all, you've got the news that just came in that Kristaps Porzingis will not play in this game, and we're just getting word officially. We're waiting for the official starting lineup in a very late change. We heard about it before there were any change at the stat table, but Luke Cornett is going to be the guy that gets the start. So Luke Cornett and Al Horford will be the double bigs tonight. Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis will be out. Our trip around the NBA brought to you by your Boston area Chevrolet dealers. Get a closer look at Chevy's award-winning lineup at your New England Chevy dealers. Find exciting offers, too, on the powerful Silverado and feature-packed all-new Equinox.
I get, who Luka was to this franchise, to this city. I'm never, going to downplay that. Just how, I know what I meant to the city of LA. So I'm not, surprised by, the fans' reaction and the city's reaction. But it's my job to come in, play basketball, and do what I'm supposed to do, and give the fans hope and reassurance on why, Nico brought me here. So I don't know how, tomorrow's going to be as far as, the reaction. But, I can't control that. What I can control is go out and just winning basketball games and helping the team do whatever I can.
And they have their biggest lead of the game. Drive Kyrie. Wow, thunderous finish. Kyrie, the alley, AD, the oop. It's a 20-point lead.
Mark Followell, Mavs TV this afternoon, as Anthony Davis makes his debut amidst a volatile environment in Dallas in the first home game after the Luka trade. 26 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 blocks. He's the best player on the floor. He looks like the best player in the world. Then he gets hurt and leaves the game. The entire Anthony Davis experience in one afternoon. Dallas, behind Max Christie, by the way, finishes strong, beats Houston, handing them on yet another loss. Houston hasn't won since they left Boston.
Well, it's really strange. I mean, you were telling me about Houston, and I saw how well they played, and all of a sudden, a young team just hits a snide, and they can't get up yet.
ESPN rearranged their entire schedule to put the Laker game on today because of the debut of Luka Doncic. He does not play today. LeBron sits out. Lakers win anyway. They beat the Pacers 124-117. 45 for Austin Reeves this afternoon for the Lakers. So the league is just getting wilder and wilder by the day. We've got the Celtics and the Knicks at Madison Square Garden. We'll talk about it with Joe Mazzulla next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
Yes, cool.
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at Cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club. Politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize. And turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Okay, business leaders, are you playing defense or are you on the offense? Are you just, excuse me, hey, I'm trying to talk business here. As I was saying, are you here just to play, or are you playing to win? If you're in it to win, meet your next MVP, NetSuite by Oracle. NetSuite is your full business management system in one suite. With NetSuite, you're running your accounting, your financials, HR, e-commerce, and more, all from your online dashboard. One source of truth means every department's working from the same numbers with no data delays. And with AI embedded throughout, you're automating manual tasks, plus getting fast insights for your next move. Whether you're competing on your home turf or looking to conquer international markets, NetSuite helps you get the W. Over 40,000 businesses have already made the move to NetSuite, the #1 cloud ERP.
Right now, get the CFO's Guide to AI and Machine Learning at netsuite.com/go. Get this free guide at netsuite.com/go.
Okay, guys.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
The Joe Mazzulla interview is brought to you by Star Market. Check out the Star Market app, earn rewards, and save on your groceries and gas with Star Market for you. Download the Star Market app today. Back to Grandy at Madison Square Garden with the coach.
All right, Matt McCarthy, thank you. Joe, seems like a good time to revisit results bias. As you often discuss in fan world, you win in Cleveland Tuesday, all is right with the world. You lose Thursday to Dallas, the sky is falling. I imagine those two games is a pretty decent back-to-back example of how the truth always falls somewhere in the middle.
Exactly, somewhere in the middle. And you know, I think over the course from, you know, a win can blind some things that you didn't do really well, and a loss can hide some things that you did really well. And, you know, and again, I thought we played really, really well against Cleveland, but that end of the first half, you know, put us in a difficult spot. And then, you know, we were obviously whatever the score was, and they kind of cut it to 4 or 5 there. And, you know, some of that was them and some of that was us. So, like, I love where the guys are at. Like, regardless if it's a win or a loss, we always pick 15 to 20 possessions that we have to get better at. And the guys done a great job just sticking to the process of that regardless of the result. And I think that's the healthy way to go about, you know, the journey that we're on.
Is that a difficult thing for some people to, difficult mindset for some people to adopt?
I mean, I think, again, like, I think
in a room, in a locker room.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's about high-level communication, having an understanding of where we're at, where we're trying to get to, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable, where's the line of accountability versus where's the process and where's the grace. So I think all those things go into just building that mindset together.
Thursday, we talked about what your job was and what to say to Jaden after he was traded. What is your job? What is the task to integrate a veteran player like Torrey, health aside, into a group that has played so many minutes together? Where do you even start?
Yeah, team meet Torrey, Torrey meet team. And you go from there, you know. I mean, you obviously trust a guy that's been around the league as long as you have. You know, and I always like, you know, situations like this because you get to pick, you know, guys' brains on what was this coach like? What was this team like? What was the hardest experience for you in the league? What was the best experience for you in the league? What have you learned? And so I think just building that relationship through communication, I think the guys will, you know, they'll fit right in. They know them. And, you know, then it's just about relying on the staff and, you know, our player development staff in general on just getting them caught up on the language and the tactical things that we kind of do a little bit different. And some of it he'll just learn within the games.
Do you review, is there sort of a body of work you have on different guys? A couple of years ago, your first year here, he was starting in Phoenix. So you had 2 full games against him where he's an integral part of their lineup. Is there somewhere in somebody's laptop somewhere notes on Torrey Craig 2 years ago playing for Phoenix?
Well, you got to think, you got to add it up. So if a guy's been in the league for a decent amount of time and you're an assistant and you watch the 5 out and you play them twice, you're watching 12 games. You know, so you have 12-game database on kind of what he's done for you. And then if you do that over the course of 3-4 years, you're up to 50 games. If he's on the Eastern Conference team, then you play him 3-4 times. Now you're up to like 25, 30 games. So you have a decent amount of database. Plus, you know, our stats guys do a great job of just filling in those gaps that we don't get to, and you kind of rely on that as well.
It's really been something to watch the Knicks offensively this year. Let's, for the sake of this argument, we're going to talk about Karl Anthony Towns and assume for the sake of our discussion right now that he's playing. They have defied, as everyone knows, the idea of not playing their top 5 guys big minutes. But to this, we talked about them on opening night. It was theoretical what Karl Anthony Towns could mean to them stretching the floor. It's not theoretical anymore.
No, I mean, that's one of the best things that he does. But I think that's, you know, who he is. But he's done a great job rebounding this year. Does a great job making plays, you know, out of the post and finding 2-on-1. So much different than game 1. They've obviously found their identity, and they're a much different team now.
We were in Cleveland Tuesday against a team that's running away with the regular season East, and although it's well known you're not paying attention to the standings, you have to know that, as most people do, the Celtics and Knicks have been tied together at 2-3 in the East most of the year. There's 30 games left. It's way too early. But at what point in a regular season Do games against teams like the Cavs and Knicks, possible, maybe even likely playoff opponents, at what point does that enter the conversation before a regular season game?
I tell you what, and this is the God's honest truth. The goal is to make every regular season game the most important game. You know, and that's one of the biggest things that I've learned from, coaches that have done this for a long time is that every game has to mean the same. And can you get to that point? And, I think we're there for the most part. And I think it's important to kind of really work through that mindset. So tonight's the most important game. And then when it's over, we have all the information that we need, and then we move on to the next one.
That's Joe. I claim personally no neutrality when it comes to this building and my feeling for it. A special moment in your young basketball life took place here. 15 years now since that Big East championship in 2010. Is there still an element, and you do not wax romantic as I do, but is there still something special about walking into this building?
Oh, I mean, I think it's more about, it was even watching that St. John's UConn game last night, like just the stigma of the Big East and what it brings. Like when you think Madison Square Garden, you think the Knicks, but then you think Big East basketball, and it was just cool to be a part of that journey. And this building's got a ton of history, so it's always fun to compete in here.
The latest chapter is next. Celtics and Knicks on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
Yes, cool.
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Okay, business leaders, are you playing defense or are you on the offense? Are you just, excuse me, hey, I'm trying to talk business here. As I was saying, are you here just to play or are you playing to win? If you're in it to win, meet your next MVP, NetSuite by Oracle. NetSuite is your full business management system in one suite. With NetSuite, you're running your accounting, your financials, HR, e-commerce, and more, all from your online dashboard. One source of truth means every department's working from the same numbers with no data delays. And with AI embedded throughout, you're automating manual tasks, plus getting fast insights for your next move. Whether you're competing on your home turf or looking to conquer international markets, NetSuite helps you get the W. Over 40,000 businesses have already made the move to NetSuite, the #1 cloud ERP.
Right now, get the CFO's Guide to AI and Machine Learning at netsuite.com/go. Get this free guide at netsuite.com/go.
Okay, guys.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Last year, on their way to the 18th World Championship, the Celtics were dominant at home, culminating with a Finals Game 5 blowout of Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks. Thursday night, the Mavs finally returned to Boston, but without Luka, the defending champs again suddenly without any sense of home court dominance. Jaylen Brown trying to stay in front of Dinwiddie. Challenges him out at half court. Crowd making noise. Dinwiddie turns the corner, throws back out. Nazi Marshall cranks up a straightaway three. Got it. They can't miss. They can't miss. The Celtics, now under 500 at home in the last 2 months, return to a more comfortable spot. The road and their home away from home for 2 decades in Midtown Manhattan. The Celtics and Knicks have been on a second-round collision course all season. The battle for home court in that series begins now for real. It's the NBA's oldest rivalry in the world's most famous arena. Celtics and Knicks at MSG. Those are the facts. Live from New York, it's Grandy and Max.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
The 1957 season is over. The Celtics are the world champion.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Your New England Ford dealers, Amica Insurance, Shaw's and Star Market, and by Ticketmaster.
The ball game is over. The Celtics have won the World Championship.
Also brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, VA New England, your Eastern Region Lexus dealers, and by Town Fair Tire.
The Boston Celtics have won the World Championship for the 15th time.
And by Brex, Corona, your New England Honda dealers. FindMassMoney.gov, NetSuite by Oracle, Cambridge Savings Bank, Kia North Danvers, Comcast Business, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
It is Banner 17. The mission statement is mission accomplished. It is Banner 18. The mission demanded
is mission accomplished.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
At Madison Square Garden in New York, there is no other place like it and no other place you'd rather be tonight. The snow is beginning to fall outside of Midtown Manhattan. It is awfully warm here inside. Starting lineup brought to you by Amica Insurance, the exclusive auto, home, and life insurance partner of the Boston Celtics. They've got a late change to their starting lineup. New York, with the exception of Precious Achiuwa in for OG Anunoby, will start their other regular four. Josh Hart, Karl Anthony Towns up front, Mikal Bridges, the NBA's Iron Man, and Jalen Brunson having another MVP caliber year starting at point guard for New York. The Celtics tonight, no Drew Holiday. Now the late scratch of Kristaps Porzingis. They'll sound like this.
Derek White, University of Colorado.
Jaylen Brown, California, Berkeley.
Jason Tatum, Duke University.
Luke Cornett from Vanderbilt University.
Al Horford, University of Florida.
And as much as you want to get a feel for what a second-round playoff series would look like, you can't do that anymore in the regular season. There's just too many guys out every single night, and we're talking about Drew Holiday, Porzingis, OG Anunoby, and maybe Torrey Craig. These are critical players in a would-be playoff series.
Well, you look at those guys and what they're able to do, younger guys, older guys. You think about the guys who attack the rim, but to me, it's going to be controlling this point of attack. You know what Knicks want to do. They want to get out. Brunson is going to be a guy who's going to go at you. What are you going to do on the defensive end, especially with no Drew Holiday? Now a lot more Derek White.
The Ford F-150 first quarter presented by Ford. F-Series, the #1 selling pickup, #1 truck in brand loyalty. Tonight's contestant, Kristen Harvey of Providence. If Boston goes up by 15 at any point in the first quarter, Kristen wins the opportunity to see a game for the Ford Sports Tech. Enter the contest at 985thesportshub.com. Relatively normal uniforms. The Knicks City Edition, slightly different, but they got the same basic color scheme. White uniforms, orange numbers, blue letters. They will go right to left in this first half. The blue stripe down the left and right side of the uniform. The Celtics will wear the road green tonight with the white letters and numbers. They, conversely, will go left to right. Tyler Ford will jump it up between Karl Anthony Towns and Luke Cornett. Prime time on a Saturday night. We are underway in New York. Cornett wins the tip back to Al Horford, hands to Derek White, and away we go. Brunson comes out to challenge Derek White in the New York logo at center court. Derek White moves a couple of steps to his left. Brunson stays in front of him. Jaylen Brown sets the screen. There's the switch. Entry to Jaylen in the paint. He is double-teamed immediately. Steps back into that crazy fall away from the free throw line and short on the rebound for New York. And Josh Hart. Jaylen Brown has had some big first quarters here in New York. Precious Achiuwa for Mikal Bridges. Turns the corner right side, driving on Tatum. Kick out on the wing. Turn to the corner, driving strong. Hart floats it up, blocked by Luke Cornett. And the quick outlet for Jaylen Brown. Jaylen angles left side of the floor. Achiuwa stays in front of him. Cornett posts up. Ball comes out to Derek White. Swung right side. First touch for Tatum. Steps to his right. Loses Towns. And down the paint. Flies over Achiuwa. Two-hand slam. And that is how you open the scoring with the world watching.
Oh, my God. Not the first one. Ooh. Ooh.
Bridges step back 14 feet. Jumper comes up short. Derek White has the rebound.
I said the boy wants a big stage. Man.
Jaylen Brown knocks Brunson down, throws a bounce pass out to Derek White. Clean looking left side three, no good. Back iron. Rebound punched away from Towns by Jaylen Brown. Brunson can't handle it, but it's saved at the last second from going out of bounds. Boston bench thought it did go out of bounds. Josh Hart wearing a familiar white headband. Drop back to Towns, up fakes the three, drives on Jaylen Brown. Double teamed in the paint, kicks to the left corner for Precious Achiuwa. Air ball on a three, and a rebound for Al Horford.
Play that one all day.
Tatum, what a statement to begin the game. Moves to his right behind the Cornett screen. How about a three? Swish!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spike Lee. Uh-oh, Denzel sitting in the front row.
Tatum's got the first five. Nearly 2 minutes in. Karl Anthony Towns standing on a three-point line. Enters, driving strong. Bridges blocked to the rim by Luke Cornett. And here comes Derek White. 3-on-3, bounce pass lead. Jaylen Brown attacks Towns, bumps him away. Towns stays with him, blocks the shot into Jaylen Brown, who fell down out of bounds. And the Knicks will get it back. Good defense, and Karl Anthony Towns staying with Jaylen Brown.
Great job by Towns. Got bumped away, but really recovered enough to get up and block that shot right back into Jaylen.
Jalen Brunson. What could have been in Dallas, right? With Luke, Jalen Brunson, and Porzingis. Mikal Bridges goes left side. Brunson comes to get it at the elbow. Tatum in front of him. Jalen Brunson, one dribble, and he is fouled. A little reach in by Tatum as Jalen Brunson tried to make a move, presenting the ball, and his arms out, and Tatum clipped him.
2 shots?
Wow.
Hold on. 2 shots?
Yeah, they're giving him free throws off that.
I mean, he wasn't even in the active.
That was not his intention
shooting.
to shoot. But Brunson will get free throws here.
Thing about Brunson's tricky though, man. He has a lot of clubs in that bag, man. He can attack the rim. He can get there. He can step back with the jump shot. He's durable. He loves to get the contact.
Jalen Brunson here in the MVP chance as he knocks down both free throws to get New York on the board. 5-2 is the Celtic lead, nearly 2.5 minutes in at the Garden. Jason Tatum moving to his right behind the Cornet screen. Towns backs off. Bridges there in front of him. Tatum switches to the left hand. Tatum's got some jump here early on. Step back, mid-block, floating jumper comes up short. And the Knicks out the rebound, Josh Hart. Hart up the right side. Crisscrosses past Jaylen Brown. Horford waiting for him with the elbow. Out it comes to Towns. Knicks will reset with Towns against Horford. Deep on the right side. Towns bent over, dribbling low, enters to the cutter. Bridges, he's in deep. He runs right into Luke Cornet, but that's going to be a foul because Cornet was in the restricted area.
Get no shot on that one, does it? There's something going on over there with the broadcasting area.
Richard Jefferson is creating quite the distraction by standing up there trying to adjust his chair or something, but I would imagine the people that paid much money to sit behind him are not amused right now. Bridges falls away, baseline jumper bounces out. Offensive rebound to Chua, throws a bounce pass out to the corner. Bridges drops it, has it back, but Derek White's able to close the gap. Bridges, left-hand escape dribble, goes cross-court. Josh Hart, pretty good look at a three. No good, and the rebound for Cornet. Josh Hart is the guy you're going to let shoot if you have to pick your poison. Jaylen Brown into the front court, hands to Tatum. Tatum behind the Cornet screen, pretty good look at a three. Short, front iron, offensive rebound. Cornet, kick out Jaylen Brown. He's got a look instead, puts it to the floor, switches to the right hand. Spins on Josh Hart, 18-footer, swish.
Tough matchup there. Two guys who love to play. They want to bump it ground on the inside. This time, Jalen gets the advantage.
7-2, Boston by 5. Brunson against Jaylen Brown. Knicks 0 for 6 to begin the game. Brunson at the mid-block, shovels to Achua, flips it up. That's no good. Knicks have missed their first 7. Rebound, Al Horford. Jaylen Brown up the right side of the floor. Remember, Knicks haven't played since Tuesday. Jaylen Brown spins on Brunson, who doesn't go for the head fake. Forces the shovel back to Horford, who's got a good look for the left side. A wide-open three is good.
Nice looking play then. Celtics individually right now. ISO and one-on-one.
We're going inside-outside. They lead 10-2. Brunson deep on the left side. Jaylen Brown in front of him. Bounce entry. Josh Hart spins, lost the ball. Cornet slapped it away out of bounds. Knicks will keep it with 12 to shoot.
Cornet's been really good again around the rim, blocking shots, knocking this basketball away. Al Horford had an opportunity to pick that basketball up.
Knicks a game and a half behind the Celtics for second in the East. Under out of bounds, quickly handed back by Achua to Brunson. He'll dribble out near half court. Reset the Knicks offense with 6 on the shot clock. Cornet shows double team. Brunson exposes the ball. Jaylen Brown knocks it away. It rolls into the backcourt. But from behind half court, Bridges picks it up. Has to launch. He got the rim to avoid the shot clock violation. Then it goes out of bounds off Towns or Horford. Which way? Tyler Ford from half court is giving the ball to New York.
Wow. I'll tell you what.
He's right. He got it right.
Yeah, but give credit that time. Just getting that basketball up on the rim.
Bridges got it from behind half court after Jaylen Brown forced the steal. And the Knicks get a full 14. Bounce entry. Josh Hart catches, floats it up. Cornet, another block. The former Knick getting the start here at Madison Square Garden, making a defensive impact. Celtics by 8. The Knicks are 0 for 10 to begin the game. Jason Tatum, high on the right side. Brunson in front of him. Here's the entry free throw line. Jaylen Brown, pump fake on Josh Hart. Turns, can't create room. Shot clock down to 6, so he goes to the step back and hits that. Josh Hart took all the options away except for the toughest one.
Josh Hart right now complaining to the official.
5 for Tatum, 4 for Jaylen Brown, and Tom Thibodeau will call the early timeout. We've played nearly 5 minutes at Madison Square Garden. The Knicks have taken 10 shots, and they have missed all 10. Boston 12, New York 2 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
yes, cool,
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Okay, business leaders, are you playing defense or are you on the offense? Are you just, excuse me, hey, I'm trying to talk business here. As I was saying, are you here just to play or are you playing to win? If you're in it to win, meet your next MVP, NetSuite by Oracle. NetSuite is your full business management system in one suite. With NetSuite, you're running your accounting, your financials, HR, e-commerce, and more, all from your online dashboard. One source of truth means every department's working from the same numbers with no data delays. And with AI embedded throughout, you're automating manual tasks, plus getting fast insights for your next move. Whether you're competing on your home turf or looking to conquer international markets, NetSuite helps you get the W. Over 40,000 businesses have already made the move to NetSuite, the #1 cloud ERP.
Right now, get the CFO's Guide to AI and Machine Learning at netsuite.com/go. Get this free guide at netsuite.com/go.
Okay, guys.
The new year is here. Time for a change. Start with a recession-resistant new career in the high-demand fields of IT, cybersecurity, and AI with My Computer Career in just months. Already in IT? Build your cybersecurity skills and prep for thousands of open positions employers nationwide are desperate to fill. Attend classes live online or on campus. Make this your year. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. That's mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the GI Bill.
Felger and Naz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Well, can't script a better start for the Celtics. Jalen Brunson made a couple of free throws. That's the only 2 points that New York has put on the board. They are 0 for 10 from the floor. Jason Tatum, a thunderous dunk to begin the game. A little statement to start it. 5 minutes in, Celtics lead at 12-2.
Well, I think I talked about before, he loves a big stage. And there's no bigger stage in Madison Square Garden. With the people here, people on the front row, national audience, that is a cool thing to be in.
Randy and Max back at the Amica Insurance broadcast booth. Celtics basketball brought to you by Amica Insurance. At Amica, they build a game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about Amica's award-winning customer service. Last Saturday night, the Lakers were here for the ABC Saturday game with all the celebrities and everybody in the building. And little did we know the Lakers were about to go through another generational transformation of their team with the Luka Doncic trade coming about an hour after that game was over. But the regular crew, Denzel, Spike Lee, Larry David sitting in the front row tonight.
And your guy who's in the building right now, Carmelo.
Big ovation for Carmelo Anthony up on the Jumbotron. Tough time for the Knicks, but Carmelo was a shining star in his building. Out of the timeout. No changes for either team. Josh Hart, or Bridges dribbles to 12 feet, and his jumper is good over Derek White to get him a good look. And the 11th shot is the one that falls for New York. 12-4, Boston by 8. Tatum moving to his left behind the cornet screen. Bridges trying to stay with him. Forces a step back. Tatum turns the corner, drives, scoops to the right hand, and scores, getting to the rim. He stopped. Bridges played his left hand, and Tatum went right. Tatum's got 7. Josh Hart driving, whips a bad pass all the way out, picked off by Jaylen Brown. 4-on-2. Jaylen bounce pass to Horford, finds Derek White in the corner. Derek White attacks the paint, hand to Cornet, and flies through the air and throws it down with 2 hands. Luke around and find out.
Luke, I'm your father.
12-point Boston lead, 16-4. Here's Brunson. Dotted line, bounce pass, finds Josh Hart on the baseline. Horford pins him there. Shovel pass out to Towns. He forces a 3 from the corner. Hits a tough one over Jaylen Brown. (16-7). 9-point Boston lead, midway through the first. Tobias Keita is going to be the first sub for the Celtics. He's at the scorer's table now. Derek White hits a hard screen on Jalen Brunson from Jaylen Brown. Frees himself for a 3, and it's good.
Wow.
Jalen Brunson, a hard guy to pick off. 19-7, Celtics by 12. Brunson to his right, Tatum in front of him. Celtics are really guarding here at the start. Brunson switches to the right, blows by Cornet, misses the layup, and they call a late foul. That's 2 on Cornet, and Brunson will get free throw.
Couldn't get him out fast enough. This situation had the opportunity to get him out before he picked this next foul up. Just don't reach. Didn't have to reach in that situation. Luke almost like, where did I hit him at? I don't think I hit him. Boy, the way he plays is just tricky.
How does the old saying go? You reach.
You reach, I teach.
Preach.
Preach and preach.
First free throw is good for Brunson.
Let the choir say, won't he do it?
are some people who think of this building as a church. I'm sure some of you are aware I am one of them. And it is what the really remarkable thing about this now in this day and age is that this is now the oldest building. And they've undergone several renovations, but it opened in 1968.
And think about it. They've done a great job with the luxury boxes.
Brunson gets the free throws. Boston by 10, 19-9. 5:29 to go in the first if you're syncing up with ABC. Big ABC telecast tomorrow afternoon in Philadelphia. I'll tell you about that when we get a chance here. Derek White. That's why Mike Breen is not here tonight. Jason Tatum steps into a straightaway three and hits another one. He used the K to screen. Bridges did not get close enough. Jason Tatum's got 10 early. It's 22-9. They swing to the corner. Bridges can't get the three back. Rebound Derek White. Said this Jason Tatum needs 35 tonight. He joins a very elite company. He's got 10 in the first 7 minutes. Tatum against Josh Hart. Hart will try his turn on Tatum now. Tatum, high right-hand dribble, switches to the left, stutter step, attacks the paint, runs it up, and draws the foul.
Josh Hart reached on the inside. Tatum ISO one-on-one. Got him going one way, going the other way. This time goes to the rim. Hart hits him with the body. Gets a couple of free throws.
We've been talking about this for a quarter century. On the one hand, it is one of the great home court advantages in the NBA and in all of sports. But on the other hand, the great players walk onto this stage that has been shared by the greatest in basketball, in hockey, as Tatum misses the first free throw. Any musician you think of that has touched the Hall of Fame in any way, shape, or form has played this hall. And the great ones get up and play even better. Look at the game LeBron had in here. Tatum misses both free throws. So it remains 22-9. LeBron was brilliant last Saturday night. Deuce McBride hands to Josh Hart, runs it off. Pass Derek White off the glass, no good. K to the rebound. Derek White in the offensive end, finds Jaylen Brown. Up fakes the three, takes a couple of steps in. Bridges waiting for him, so Jaylen will back it out. Now Derek White looks Tatum's way. Tatum against Deuce McBride, deep on the left side. Brunson trying to fight through the screen. Now it's Tatum lined up with Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum dribbling low, pump fake, draws some contact, but throws to the corner instead for a Derek White three that rims out. Offensive rebound, Al Horford. He falls to the ground. No foul. Ball was thrown away by Horford, then by the Knicks. Jaylen Brown the steal. Cater makes the interior pass. Horford gets pushed in the back. Ball knocked out of bounds. Boston will get it. Horford thought he was fouled twice in that sequence.
Wow. Joe Mazzulla over there.
So they're giving this to New York, too. Oh, Sam Cassell is furious. And I think they're going to challenge. Sam Cassell stepped on the floor to make sure the Celtics got the challenge before the Knicks tried to inbound.
Wow.
And here in New York, they did not appreciate that.
This is Al get fouled here. And the ball clearly went off of Towns.
You get the Dominican Al Horford going here, and the temper is flying. So challenge now with 4:08 to go in the first quarter. Boston 22, New York 9 in the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home, yes, cool, or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Okay, business leaders, are you playing defense or are you on the offense? Are you just, excuse me, hey, I'm trying to talk business here. As I was saying, are you here just to play or are you playing to win? If you're in it to win, meet your next MVP, NetSuite by Oracle. NetSuite is your full business management system in one suite. With NetSuite, you're running your accounting, your financials, HR, e-commerce, and more, all from your online dashboard. One source of truth means every department's working from the same numbers with no data delays. And with AI embedded throughout, you're automating manual tasks, plus getting fast insights for your next move. Whether you're competing on your home turf or looking to conquer international markets, NetSuite helps you get the W. Over 40,000 businesses have already made the move to NetSuite, the #1 cloud ERP.
Right now, get the CFO's Guide to AI and Machine Learning at netsuite.com/go. Get this free guide at netsuite.com/go.
Okay, guys.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Jim was at the laundromat when he heard his ear said Maraca, senor, but his nose said, hey, freshest scent ever. Following his nose, Jim found a man pouring Gain scent beads into the washer. The scent, the freshness. Jim blurted, sir, your scent maracas smell amazing. You could call them scent maracas, but most noses call them Gain scent beads. Try Gain scent beads. Way fresher than detergent alone.
The home of the bees, the Sports Hub.
We're going to sort out the coach's challenge as soon as we take 10 seconds for station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub, Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. Station.
Brady and Max in Madison Square Garden. So it was the best case scenario. I speculated before we went to break that the Celtics might not only get an overturn on the out-of-bounds call, which they did. If you review for approximate foul, that's what you saw. So Al Horford did get fouled in that sequence. So Al Horford will get free throws here. Make the first.
Kind of crazy that Sam Cassell jumped up like that, almost in the official's face with the stain.
Because he was doing it. He also managed to stop the play because the Knicks were trying to inbound as that happened. So the rare Al Horford free throws, 17th and 18th of the season. They're both good. And the Celtics have a 15-point first quarter lead. Yeah, we got a winner in the contest. It's been a while. 24-9, 8 minutes in. Remember, the Celtics jumped on the Knicks on opening night, and that was different. Knicks-Celtics did it that night with offense. They're doing it in the first quarter tonight with defense. New York 2 of 14. Jalen Brunson backs up Queta, steps back into that lefty three. No good. And the rebound for Jaylen Brown. Diagonal outlet for Tatum. Left side. Enters to Queta. Queta double teamed in the paint. Has the ball knocked away. That should be a reaching foul on Brunson. It is.
Brunson got pushed down initially. Queta put his hands on it.
Yeah, Queta reached out, knocked Brunson away.
Then you have to learn as a young player, you don't put the ball on the floor. Keep it tucked close to your body and then decide to make a definitive move.
Derek White out, Peyton Pritchard in. Peyton Pritchard a rough opening night against New York and then has never looked back in his six-man candidacy. He catches here, right side three, bounces a little bit short, offensive rebound. Queta reverses it up and in.
Beat Towns to the basketball then. Got him cleanly.
What a start for the Celtics, up 26-9. Nearly 9 minutes in. Jalen Brunson turns the corner using the Towns screen. Here's the bounce pass. Towns against Jalen Brown at the mid-block. Towns, little drop step, turns, floats it up with the right hand. It bounces out. Celtics hold their ground. Help from Queta. Rebound Jaylen Brown. Knicks are 2 of 16 to begin the game. Tatum steps to his left. Attacks to the free throw line. Cradles the ball. Spins. Kick out. Al Horford. Plenty of time to reset. 11 on the shot clock. Tatum against Jalen Brunson. Switches to the right hand. Drives strong. Lobs it. Queta catches. Runs it up. No good. He was off balance when he caught it. Towns the rebound. And Queta fouls it. Celtics had a great chance to take a 19-point lead there.
Queta, grab that ball. Put it to your body. Just try to get it up, then you come back with the foul.
The Knicks are the number 2 offensive team in the NBA behind Cleveland and one of the top 5 offenses to this point in NBA history. They have 9 points in 9 minutes on 2 of 16 shooting.
Defense has been really good, though. I mean, sometimes you see teams shoot it badly, but the defense has been really good by the Celtics.
Buck Porty will check in. So will Xavier Tillman. So we'll get some different looks here. Bridges turns the corner, drives left baseline. Queta stays with him. Kick out. And trying to get rid of it in the last second was McBride falling away. Tough shot from the baseline. Bridges no good. Back tap rebound by Tatum, but he tapped it right to Bridges. Instead of grabbing it, Bridges drives and scores, and that's what happens if you don't secure the rebound. 26-11. Boston by 15. Jaylen Brown bumps with Brunson at the mid-block. McCourty shows help defensively. Jalen up fake, step back on Brunson swish.
Too small. Go too small then.
28-11, Boston by 17. Jalen's got 6 in the first quarter. Brunson, baseline, spins on Jaylen Brown. Open, clean look, short for the baseline is good. First time the Knicks have made 2 shots in a row. 28-13. In the paint, Jaylen Brown punches it, lost it. Celtics turn it over. Third turnover, here comes Bridges. Cross half court, Cato waiting for him. Bridges stop and start, draws the oohs and ahs, gets to the elbow, but misses the highlight jumper. Offensive rebound, Hug Porty misses the putback point blank. And the rebound for Jason Tatum. Tatum will slow it down here with 1:25 to go in a brilliant first quarter for the Celtics, leading 28-13. Tillman sets the high screen. Tatum goes the other direction. He has Achua in front of him with 7 on the shot clock. Tatum backs him up, lines him up, dribbles between his legs. Step back, 3, way short. Rebound, Pritchard, inside out. Then he deflected out of bounds. He did. And Pritchard is saying, I tapped that off McBride, but it's going to be New York ball. And the Celtics don't want to waste their last challenge here. Brunson over to his right, gets the screen from Achua. Jaylen Brown in front of him. Brunson takes the 3 anyway and hits it. Knicks within 12, 28-16. 49 seconds to go in the first quarter. Tatum, 10 points on 4 of 7 shooting. Pritchard comes out, sets the high screen. That puts Tatum up against Brunson again. Tatum going to drive strong down the middle of the floor. Switches to the left hand at the last second. Missed the layup. Got himself off balance. Achua goes the length of the floor against Tillman and draws the foul. Good finish to the first quarter here for New York after falling behind by 17.
Good opportunity for Tatum then. Just missed the layup opportunity going towards the hole. It's funny how Joe Mazzulla starts to sub in these situations, trying to get other people involved.
And also remember, he's doing this tonight while the Knicks don't have Anunoby. Celtics playing without Drew Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis, and Torrey Craig. And Achua misses the first free throw badly. They're trying to get the new nickname to catch on. I don't know if it will. The big sneeze. Achua.
Okay. No, it won't. No, it won't. What is not?
1 of 2 free throws. 6 straight for New York here to end the quarter, and they've cut a 17-point deficit down to 11. 28-17. Celtics with the ball. 8-second differential on the 2 clocks as we count it down. Jaylen Brown straight away. McBride comes out to check him in the K of the New York logo at center court. Pritchard sets the screen. Jaylen 7 on the shot clock. Left hand dribble, driving strong in the paint. Goes to the right hand, fouled at the rim. Looks like Hug Porty got him.
Then that was really the strength of Brown. Going right at the defender, goes right to the body, hits him on the arm as he goes in. Easy call. Boom, he hit him on the arm as he went in. Almost could have been a 3-point play.
Hug Porty, another former Dallas Maverick, 2nd-round pick of Dallas last year in the draft.
Who wasn't in
Germany.
Dallas?
Well, he wasn't really in Dallas. He was just a 2nd-round pick, the German. Still just 22 years old. Jaylen Brown at the free throw line where it's been an up and down year. First one's good. Sam Hauser will check in. He'll come get Jason Tatum here with 13 seconds to go in the first quarter. Al Horford will replace Xavier Tillman.
Utilizing that bench. Not a lot of guys haven't gotten a run yet so far in this game.
Celtics will play 10 guys in the first quarter. Jordan Walsh is the 11th tonight, and Baylor Shireman is the 12th.
Talked to Brad Stevens on the bus today and just talked about the schedule, just how tough it's been.
Relentless.
But he said it will lighten up, as you said, going into the second half.
Wednesday night, Celtics will play their 16th game in 29 days. And then the All-Star break is that new De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama tag team comes into Boston for national TV game on Wednesday. Final 5 seconds, first quarter, Jalen Brunson. They'll tap dance on K to help from Jaylen Brown. Cross court it comes, driving, floating, trying to beat buzzer. It is up and good for Cameron Payne. So the Knicks close on an 8-2 run to bridge some of the gap after the Celtics got off to an amazing start behind Tatum Brown and Luke Cornett. End of 1 at Madison Square Garden, Boston 30, New York 19 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
Yes, goal.
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at Cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Life can change in an instant. My brother-in-law died suddenly, leaving behind my sister and her 2 young kids. He didn't have life insurance, so now they're facing the unthinkable, leaving their home. After seeing what they went through, I immediately called SelectQuote to get life insurance for my family. In 15 minutes, a licensed insurance agent compared policies from highly rated carriers to find me the right coverage in my budget. I got a $500,000 policy for only $16 a month. Plus, I qualified for same-day life insurance. No medical exam was required, and I was covered by the time I hung up. Even if you have a health concern, SelectQuote agents can find you the right policy at the lowest price. And while you can't prepare emotionally for a loss, SelectQuote can give you peace of mind with life insurance. Don't wait until it's too late.
Go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Okay, business leaders, are you playing defense or are you on the offense? Are you just, excuse me, hey, I'm trying to talk business here. As I was saying, are you here just to play or are you playing to win? If you're in it to win, meet your next MVP, NetSuite by Oracle. NetSuite is your full business management system in one suite. With NetSuite, you're running your accounting, your financials, HR, e-commerce, and more, all from your online dashboard. One source of truth means every department's working from the same numbers with no data delays. And with AI embedded throughout, you're automating manual tasks, plus getting fast insights for your next move. Whether you're competing on your home turf or looking to conquer international markets, NetSuite helps you get the W. Over 40,000 businesses have already made the move to NetSuite, the #1 cloud ERP.
Right now, get the CFO's Guide to AI and Machine Learning at netsuite.com/go. Get this free guide at netsuite.com/go.
Okay, guys.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online, 985thesports.com.
Celtics will take an 11-point lead, 30-19 into quarter number 2. At Madison Square Garden, the ovation for the icon, Michael J. Fox. On Celebrity Row, everybody's here tonight. This is the place to be. Celtics got off to a great start. Knicks went on an 8-2 run to close that first quarter to cut it to 11, 30-19. They missed their first 10 shots tonight on their way to a 6 for 23 first quarter, and this is a team that has been dominant offensively.
Wow, I can't wait for this Celebrity Row and when they get to Denzel, though. My God. Remember him way back when I was with the Clippers? He was telling me, hey, I'm doing a movie. I said, what movie are you doing? You go, I can't tell you. What was it? It was Malcolm X. Like, what can't you tell me? I'm not going to get the role of it.
Malcolm X, of course, a Spike Lee film.
He's probably sitting right there in Spike's chairs. I think he's Spike's guest today.
Ben Stiller is down there in the little Spike Lee area. Few seats left for Mark Jones, who's calling a game on ABC tonight. Mike Breen tomorrow will be in Philadelphia with Hubie Brown, Hubie's final game as a broadcaster. His final day really in the NBA, and what a legacy, much of which was written here in this building. Cameron Payne begins the second quarter using a little seal. Achua sealed off Cornette. Cam Payne gets to the rim. He's got the last 4 points of the game, and New York has cut it to 9, 30-21. Jason Tatum moves right behind Cornette. Moves into the right corner. Pritchard gets free from Josh Hart and drains the three.
Good pick then set. I think it was Keita who got him that separation in the space in the corner.
Celtics have hit half of their 10 threes to begin the game. They lead by 12, 33-21. These teams will meet 2 more times. Sunday afternoon ABC game in Boston, then a TNT game late in the regular season here. Cam Payne drives, crazy runner with the left hand, falling to his left, no good. Cornette comes up with his 5th rebound. A shot block and a thunderous dunk for Cornette in the first quarter. Pritchard, Anderson Keita, mid-block, kick out, left corner, waiting. Hauser 3, no good. Offensive rebound. Luke Cornette doesn't look at the rim. He throws it out to Tatum, who takes a deep 3. It rims out. Cornette got a hand the rebound, but it's Towns that eventually pulls it down.
I love Luke just to take that ball back up in the air.
Double bigs now. This is the way the NBA is going. Double bigs creating the putback threes. Towns, nasty step back on Keita, drills a 3. He has been everything they hoped he would be. 33-24. Boston lead is 9. 10.5 to go in quarter number 2. Pritchard dribbles to the right elbow. Open jumper, no good. Those are the ones he's got to knock down. Towns grabs another rebound, his 4th. Deuce McBride. Pritchard, hand on his shoulder, moves it to Towns against Tatum. Tatum pulls the rug. Towns keeps his balance, gets to the rim, but at the last second missed the layup. Thought he got fouled. Pritchard comes out of the pack with it. Towns did a great job to keep his balance after Tatum pulled the rug. Boston by 9. Long cross-court. Tatum draws the double team. Now it pulls away, so he's isolated. Baseline extended against Josh Hart. Tatum, 2 dribbles. Here's the turnaround. Ball away for the left side. No good. Rebound slapped all the way back to him. Puts in the hands of Pritchard. Deep 3. Swish.
Ooh, man, that dude has, once he crosses half court, he just knows he can go.
Celtics have it back to 12. 36-24. Remember, they rained down a franchise record 29 threes on New York on opening night. Towns moves in the middle. Achua. Interior pass down low to Josh Hart. Shovels back to the right corner for a Deuce McBride 3. Now this is more what we expected with these two teams trading threes. Boston by 9, 36-27. 9:21 to go first half. Tatum switches to the left hand. He's trying to turn McBride around. Uses the Cornette screen. Kicks it all the way out to Pritchard. Pritchard takes one step in on Josh Hart. Now tries the left side. Gets deep to the dotted line. His eye-arcing jumper is good. And Peyton Pritchard loving life right now. He's got all 8 Boston points here in the quarter.
Schooling Hart.
Celtics by 11. Josh Hart turns it over. Trying to make the move on Queta. Queta just punches it ahead to Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard at the top of the circle. Backs it out. Now comes strong down the right side. Waiting for him was Cameron Payne, so out it comes to Hauser. Hauser looking Tatum's way. That was fronted by McBride, so he returns to the Pritchard. Pritchard deep, straight away against Achua. 5 on the shot clock. Pritchard, little jab step. Steps back behind the line and hits another 3.
Ooh, wee.
Peyton Pritchard has all 11 Boston points here in the second quarter. Celtics by 14.
Want to play on the big stage?
41,
big stage.
41. He could, if it's outside or inside the Garden, he'll be on the same stage. He'd play out in the snow right now. Missed 3 on the right side from McBride. Is rebounded by Sam Hauser. Celtics by 14 on the ball. 8:15 to go first half.
I'm Pritchard again.
Tatum moving to his right. Stops short. Achua stumbles backwards. Tatum poses and drills a 3.
Ooh, man. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
8 straight for the Celtics, and the lead is back to 17. Timeout, Tom Thibodeau.
Them boys in green right now. Ain't messing around.
The champs have arrived at the Mecca, and they are putting on a show. 7:59 to go in the first half. Boston 44, New York 27 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
With Cox Mobile, you're covered coast to coast, so you can call your friends anytime on that road trip from New York City to L.A., even in, Franklin, Illinois.
Huh, what if I call from Franklin, Georgia?
Yep, covered.
Ooh, Franklin, Texas?
Uh-huh.
Franklin, Kansas, Missouri, Virginia, Nebraska,
all
Connecticut.
covered. Cox Mobile runs on the network with more nationwide coverage than T-Mobile and has call quality you can rely on. Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile. Cox Internet required. Comparison based on percentage of area covered by T-Mobile as compared to Cox Mobile from FCC National Broadband Map of U.S. as of 12/31/23. Learn more at cox.com/mobile.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Pearl Vision knows that the new year brings new resolutions. But how many of those goals do we actually keep? Hitting the gym? Ugh. Sticking to a diet? No thanks. But getting your eyes checked? That's easy. Visit pearlvision.com to schedule an eye exam and get a new pair of glasses to see clearly and look your best. Pearl Vision accepts all major vision plans, including iMed and VSP.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Celtics by 17 with 7:59 to go in the first half. Breck's proud to be the official corporate card of the Celtics. Breck's cards help over 25,000 companies make every dollar count. Learn more at Brex.com/grow. Did you ever have a relationship, Max, that for whatever reason it didn't work out and then you had to go back to, okay, well, this would qualify as awkward, but that Mark Williams trade to the Lakers for Dalton Connect, it has been rescinded by the NBA. The Lakers are saying the trade was rescinded because the Hornets failed to satisfy a condition of the trade. People are speculating that's the Mark Williams physical, but with all these crazy moves that were made, everybody loved the fact that the Lakers were able to get that one big. And Mark Williams, as untested as he is, who's putting up big numbers for Charlotte. Now Mark Williams goes back to Charlotte, and because the trade deadline is passed, you can't amend the trade or fix it or add draft. This is the way it is. And now the Lakers are back to square one without that rim protector.
Awkward. My daughter used to say awkward turtle.
Cameron Payne. It's been some instant offense for New York here. Starts his drive, runs it over Hauser up and good. Cameron Payne with 6 off the New York bench. 44-29, Boston by 15. 7:45 to go in the first half. Tatum playing a lot of minutes already. It's 17 minutes now. Tatum to his left, Josh Hart on his shoulder. Tatum steps through, runs it off the window, misses the layup. Offensive rebound, tough putback, muscled up by Queta.
Queta, good minutes. I mean, blocking a couple of shots, running the floor well.
Queta and Cornette have combined for 6 points and 11 rebounds here. With the late scratch from Kristaps Porzingis. Falling away, tough shot from Payne from the baseline is good. He's so awkward. 46-31. Payne's got 8 quickly off the New York bench. Boston up by 15, 7:08 to go first half. Tatum, watched by Josh Hart. Here comes Queta to set the high screen. That puts Tatum against Towns. He's going to pull up, shoot the 3, and knock down another one.
Towns never came over, never identified a shooter. Shooter knocks it down.
Jason Tatum, we thought this could be the night for him to move into the Celtics top 10, but with some low-scoring games, he was going to need 35 tonight. He's already got 16. Baseline extended, push pass back out. Turn of the quarter, Cameron Payne. That herky-jerky motion, over the shoulder pass, and Chua flips it up over Cornette, no good. They're forcing the Knicks to take quick shots here. And Cornette and Queta and Horford, when he's been in, they've been good in the paint. Here's Tatum again, getting the Queta screen. Josh Hart, chewing on his shoulder. Tatum will back it out. Celtics have a chance to take a 20-point lead here in New York. Tatum switches to the right hand, step back 3, way off. He forced that one. Hart releases, Towns finds him. Queta can't get the chase down in time, and Hart lays it in.
A little too excited there with that one. Take that ball towards the hole.
Tatum is taking a lot of shots. He's taken 14 of the Celtics' 34 shots. He's only made 6. Boston by 16, midway through the second quarter. Pritchard switches to the right hand, goes behind the Queta screen, attacks the paint, and draws the foul on Towns.
Went right to the body. That's what you do against a shot blocker. Come towards the rim, hit him with the elbow. This time you get a couple of free throws. You reach out, don't teach.
See you guys, Stephen A. is here tonight.
I see. I see Stephen A. and it's our buddy Doug Lane, you say. Can't get a, what would you say with a cat?
I don't think it's politically correct to say that one anymore. Pritchard gets the first free throw. It seems
what?
Impolite and not very nice to animals.
Swing a dead cat and you're going to hit a fraud.
That was the expression, that you couldn't do that without hitting a fraud.
Okay.
Now, there's a lot of people that aren't frauds in this building tonight. Obviously, an extreme. It's always a tough ticket to get in here for the Knicks or the Rangers, but Saturday night, primetime, ABC, this is the stage. Peyton Pritchard misses a free throw. After making the first, Celtics by 17. Pritchard has 12 points in the quarter, 50-33. Josh Hart for McBride, deep on the left side against Pritchard. McBride, shovel pass for Achua. Part of that trade with Toronto, driving Bridges, tiptoes the baseline, floats it out of the wing. Pretty good look for Josh Hart. His 3 is good. Knicks have had a good half shooting the 3, 5 of 11. But the Celtics are 8 of 17, 9 of 17. Jaylen Brown at the elbow with Boston up by 14. Pull up 14-footer swish. And again, giving them the too little. 52-36. Jaylen now 4 of 6. He's in double figures. And he's on the shoulder of Jalen Brunson. Brunson looking for an opening, dribbles to the free throw line. Try to step back on Cornette. Throws a bad pass out to the wing that's saved by Bridges. Return to Jalen Brunson. 5 on the shot clock. Brunson dribbling low against Al Horford. Pump fake, jumps forward into Horford and draws the foul.
Can't take that one down. That's a 7-footer. Keep your hand up. You don't have to do anything else. When they get 3 out of this, no, his foot was on the line.
And by creating the unusual contact, he stepped on the line, so 2 free throws instead of 3. So the Lakers get that trade rescinded. They played today and beat Indiana without Luka or LeBron. Orlando gets a win they desperately needed. They got 33 from Franz Wagner tonight. They hold off the Spurs. The Spurs lose 1-point games on back-to-back nights at Charlotte and Orlando. This is the trip that will take them to Boston on Wednesday night. De'Aaron Fox just 3 of 11 in Orlando tonight. OKC just not slowing down. Memphis, the number 2 team in the West, and OKC's up 17 at Memphis at halftime. Brunson gets 2 more free throws. Brunson's up to 11 now, 6 of 6 from the line. 52-38, Boston by 14. 4:51 to go in the first half. Celtics have led by as many as 17 in this game. Jaylen Brown trying the right side of the floor. Lobs for Cornette. He attacks and lays it in. Josh Hart just pulled away.
Wow. That time Luke didn't look to the corner. Took a layup opportunity.
Celtics have been very efficient offensively in this first half. 54-38. Cross court, Josh Hart. Hands to Mikal Bridges, turns the corner. Hart didn't set himself. Moving screen on Derek White. That's a Josh Hart turnover.
Tried to do the handoff then with him coming off that pick. Just hit him with the body, illegal.
Jimmy Butler is playing for Golden State tonight, but they're down 14 at Chicago. 69-55 at the half. Celtics by 16 here. Ball in the hands of Jaylen Brown. Bridges guarding him. Cornette sets the screen up near the 3-point line. Cross court. Pritchard pops out. His 3 comes up short. Hit a bunch of those. That was open again. Here comes Josh Hart up the middle of the floor. Finds his good buddy Jalen Brunson. Step back 3 on Jaylen Brown. Way short. Rebound comes right to Pritchard.
The way Pritchard just really boxes out.
Celtics plus 9 in the glass here early. Entry, Jaylen Brown. He's in the corner against Jalen Brunson.
Sure. It's in the lane.
2 dribbles. Jaylen Brown tried to enter it to Cornette. That ball punched away, picked off the floor by Pritchard. Turns the corner, attacks, scoops it up, and in with the left hand.
Achua never left the lane defensively.
Yeah, they missed that one. 56-38, Celtics by 18. This is their largest lead. Achua does not look at the rim, waits to hand off to Brunson. Brunson moving to his right. Tiptoes to the free throw line, pump fake, Derek White doesn't go for it. Bounce pass out to Bridges, 7 on the shot clock. Mikal Bridges. Push pass for Achua. Achua with 3 on the shot clock. Achua hands to McBride. Step back 3 is no good, but Jaylen Brown fouled McBride shooting a 3 at the shot clock buzzer.
Didn't have to do that. Just trying to run by him.
That's a bad foul by Jaylen Brown.
It's going to be a tough shot at best. Run by that one. Don't even have to foul. Don't want to. When the team is struggling, you don't want to bail them out. You want to bail them out with points.
Celtics' next opponent will not play again until Monday night. That will be the first home game for the Miami Heat since trading Jimmy Butler. First of 3 free throws for McBride is good. Andrew Wiggins expected to play for Miami on Monday. We'll see how it goes when they get him acclimated. Deuce McBride, a big part of that story, coming off the New York bench last year in that team that everybody loved to watch. They had all these memorable games. They really brought this city back.
They had some energy guys too, though. McBride being one of them. Hartenstein, really the biggest to me that they missed his attitude.
Knicks hanging around from the free throw line. They are 10 of 11. Trail by 15, 56-41, 3:18 to go first half. Pass deflected and stolen. Derek White turns it over. Into the front court, McBride for Brunson. Pushes to Bridges. He will drive baseline. Float it to the left corner. A little fall-away 3. No good from McBride. And the rebound, Peyton Pritchard's got it. Josh Hart fell down. Celtics should have numbers somewhere. Jaylen Brown on Bridges. Dribbles to the free throw line. Throws back out to Pritchard. Celtics reset. Derek White into the corner. Al Horford, pump fake, drives. Finds the cutter. Jaylen Brown flies through the air. Cleared at LaGuardia. Cleared at JFK. Cleared at Newark for the 2-hand slam.
Everybody backed away. I don't want none of that smoke.
58-41, 17-point Boston lead. Pritchard punches it away out of bounds. Should bring us to a timeout, and it will. 2:42 to go. First half, a chance for the Celtics to get Jason Tatum back in here, already leading 58-41 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
With Cox Mobile, you're covered coast to coast, so you can call your friends anytime on that road trip from New York City to LA, even in, Franklin, Illinois.
Huh, what if I call from Franklin, Georgia?
Yep, covered.
Ooh, Franklin, Texas?
Uh-huh.
Franklin, Kansas, Missouri, Virginia, Nebraska,
All
Connecticut.
covered. Cox Mobile runs on the network with more nationwide coverage than T-Mobile and has call quality you can rely on. Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile. Cox Internet required. Comparison based on percentage of area covered by T-Mobile as compared to Cox Mobile from FCC National Broadband Map of U.S. as of 12/31/23. Learn more at cox.com/mobile.
A 6-letter word for an app where you can easily find and book an in-person or virtual appointment with the perfect doctor by searching specialty and insurance and reading real reviews from real patients.
It's ZocDoc, obviously.
Genius. How'd you know that?
How do you think I found an amazing therapist, dentist, and primary care doc?
Can't believe I didn't know this was an option sooner.
You've got options. Download the free ZocDoc app to book today.
The new year's here. Time for a change. Start with a recession-resistant new career in the high-demand fields of IT, cybersecurity, and AI with My Computer Career in just months. Already in IT? Build your cybersecurity skills and prep for thousands of open positions employers nationwide are desperate to fill. Attend classes live online or on campus. Make this your year. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. That's mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the GI Bill.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Strong first half for the champs, coming back into Madison Square Garden for the first time since winning banner 18. Randy Maxbeck in the Amica Insurance broadcast booth. Coming up, Matt McCarthy at halftime. We'll have scores from around the NBA, and obviously the news, if you missed it, that Mark Williams trade has been rescinded. So he goes back to Charlotte. Dalton Connect. Cam Reddish go back to the Lakers. The Lakers still have a big hole in the middle. Earlier today, Anthony Davis, amid a very hostile environment in Dallas, made his Mavericks debut, was brilliant for 3 quarters, then left the game injured. Max Christie brought Dallas home as they beat Houston, but said the entire Anthony Davis experience in 1 2-hour block for Dallas.
Well, tell you what, he went in and did some things and made the fans get up. I did like that. I love his attitude. I love his aggressive nature. How many times we haven't seen that from him?
Protest outside the building about a trade in which one of the top 75 players in NBA history was acquired.
Well, fans, you know, they get tied into who they get tied into.
Luka Doncic expected to play Monday for the Lakers against Utah. Achua and Jalen Brunson out of the timeout. Watched by Derek White. Push pass back from Mikal Bridges. Down the right side. Dribbles to 14 feet. Jumper comes up short. And Tatum snatches the rebound away from Achua.
Great rebound there by Tatum.
Celtics by 17. 2:25 to go first half. Derek White moves it on the left wing. Jaylen Brown wants to go into Horford. That's being fronted. He forced it there. Horford knocks Brunson away. Runs it up awkwardly. No good. A lot of contact either way. Achua the rebound. Here comes Jalen Brunson. Drives past Jaylen Brown. Goes high off the glass. No good. The rebound snatched down by Caden. Quick outlet Jaylen Brown. Trying to run with Derek White. He tried to thread the needle to him. Bad pass. Stolen by Bridges. Good hustle play. Another Jaylen Brown turnover. And here's Brunson into the front court. Brunson attacking Cada. Hand to a cutter. It's McBride. 12-footer. He forced that. He was not in shooting rhythm. Tatum has the rebound. The Knicks are shooting 33% from the floor. They were one of 3 teams in the NBA that shoots 50% for the season.
Celtics have spared these guys up.
Tatum, deep on the left side. Bridges closest to him. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum, left-hand dribble drive, creates some room. Little step back 10-footer is way short. Rebound. Tatum pulls it down and gets fouled.
Tatum been really active. Maybe get that basketball before anybody got to it. Goes up strong, gets fouled, gets a couple of free throws.
You're one of the people in the world that has stepped on this floor to play a game. It comes with certain adrenaline. It comes with a certain energy. Jason Tatum's got to dial that down 1 notch right now.
Yeah, he does. But you know, I love the first play that he got when he went in and dunked the basketball. That got the Celtic fans kind of up, got his teammates up. and the Celtics haven't looked back yet. Again, being very aggressive. I'd rather for them to be aggressive than just kind of understated.
Queta bounces the first free throw in. Achua comes out. He's starting for OG Anunoby. No Anunoby, no Drew Holiday, no Kristaps Porzingis tonight. Queta misses the second free throw. We're at 59-41. Celtics have their largest lead, up by 18. Attacking, Brunson keeps his balance, runs it off the window and in with a Euro step.
Wow. Hard to believe that Queta didn't block this.
Brunson just makes plays.
Queta was backing away the whole time.
Well, when the Knicks signed Brunson, everybody thought it was another misstep that this franchise had made, and they just weren't paying attention.
One of the best they've made.
Leon Rose has done an amazing job putting this roster together. Three-point play, cuts it to 15, 59-44.
But we're Wild West in there.
Bench depth, though, is going to be the question. 59-44. Tatum to his right. Over the shoulder pass, finds Horford in the left corner. Three is no good. Offensive rebound again. Queta lays it back in. He was fouled, I believe, on the floor. That puts the Knicks over the limit, so Queta will get free throws anyway. But the basket will not count.
Towns just worked inside out. Towns tried to work him, but Queta just worked inside out, and they get this basketball and lay it in.
And you spend so much time talking about the wear and tear with the minutes. The other factor is not having the depth. Josh Hart has 3 fouls, and you don't want to take him out because who are you going to, especially without Anunoby tonight. Queta hits another free throw.
That would be somebody over there on the bench who can give him a few minutes.
You've already played Huck Porty, played a couple of minutes in that first quarter. It's a big game for him to be playing in. They traded away Jericho Sims. Queta gets the free throws here. 61-44, Boston by 17. 105, 104, 103 to go in the first half. Brunson attacks right side and gets fouled. Now the Celtics are over the limit. That's a second on Jaylen Brown. Brunson looking at his 15th and 16th points of the first half because he is already 7 of 7 from the free throw line.
You keep your hands out against him, you're going to be in trouble. You got to keep your hands out, and then you have to kind of slide your feet. Easy for me to say, but get your body over and just try to cut him off.
The Knicks come back in this game. Remember these minutes. Brunson has kept them in it. First free throw is good. The Knicks and Celtics played an extra game last year. Remember, the Celtics won the first 4 games in the series, and the Knicks won the 5th game easily in Boston. But they added that extra NBA Cup makeup game in December. And because it was a last-second game, it was a league pass game. And I can promise you that is going to be the last New York-Boston game that is not on national TV for a very, very, very long time. Brunson gets the free throws, 61-46. Boston with the ball, up 15. We've entered the final minute of the first half. Queta sets the high screen for Tatum. Tatum coming downhill, fumbles the basketball, turned it over clean. He had Towns in front of him. Here comes Hart, ball fake, floats it up, blocked from behind by Queta. He slaps it into the glass to get the shot block, but it goes out of bounds, and New York will keep it.
Man, so aggressive. Everybody was moving back, and Queta just came and got that one. Almost was able to kick that ball back in and keep it alive.
Look at what you've gotten from Queta and Cornette defensively here with no Porzingis tonight. Jalen Brunson on the under out of bounds. New York down 15. Here's the bounce entry. Towns been pretty quiet here. Towns against Tatum. Double team comes from Al Horford. Towns steps in the baseline, forces it up in traffic. No good. He gets his own rebound. And it looked like he went up and down. He did.
Man, he was going to force his way to get that shot.
That's exactly the term to use because Celtics had 3 guys around him. Horford moves it to Jaylen Brown. Hart in his defensive stance has 3 fouls, but Jaylen Brown goes for the fall-away jumper. It's no good. You got to attack Hart when he's got 3 fouls. The miss is rebounded by Bridges, and here comes Jalen Brunson. We're inside the differential now, which is 6 on the 2 clocks as we count it down to the first half. The Knicks score 118 a game. They've got 46 in the first half. Jalen Brunson, pump fake, step back, tries to draw the foul. Late call against Derek White. He can't believe it. Call came from the backside. Will the Celtics challenge? Was Brunson over the line, too? It's another question. He was on the line, so this will be 2 free throws.
Wow. That was generous.
Joe Mazzulla not happy. I don't think he wants to use the second challenge, though. Joe is really barking at Tyler Ford. It was not Tyler Ford that made the call.
I mean, you're talking about the unnatural act, okay.
Yeah.
You had to come way out of your line to get in there with Derek White.
Derek White reached out, did not make contact with Brunson, and Brunson jumped forward to create the contact. Question is, if there's no challenge, what is being discussed right now?
Don't know.
Tyler Ford is holding the ball. The officials aren't doing anything. What are you standing at half court? Maybe what they're waiting to see to confirm that Jalen Brunson was on the line, that it's 2 free throws, not 3, which is what it should be. But look at Brunson here, a chance to score 7 points in this final sequence of the first half. Celtics were unable to get that 20-point lead.
Pritchard about to come back in the game.
Peyton Pritchard, 14 second quarter points. Brunson's first free throw is good.
Look to push that ball up as fast as you can. And if you do that, the Knicks are going to collapse, and you'll have somebody who's outside the three-point line. Cater comes out, good minutes for him.
What's wild here is that very few guys have gotten double-digit free throws against the Celtics all year, and Brunson has now done it in the first half.
It's tricky.
And where would they be without these Brunson free throws? Brunson is 11 for 11 from the free throw line in the first half. Celtics lead is 13, 61-48, 7 seconds left. Jaylen Brown against the Chua, dribbling between his legs. Attacks inside the free throw line, turns, fades, bounces out at the buzzer. Knicks closed the first quarter 8-2. They closed the second quarter 7-2. Winning the end of quarters, keeping it close. It's halftime at Madison Square Garden. Boston 61, New York 48 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
With Cox Mobile, you're covered coast to coast, so you can call your friends anytime on that road trip from New York City to LA, even in, Franklin, Illinois.
Huh, what if I call from Franklin, Georgia?
Yep, covered.
Ooh, Franklin, Texas?
Uh-huh.
Franklin, Kansas, Missouri, Virginia, Nebraska,
All
Connecticut.
covered. Cox Mobile runs on the network with more nationwide coverage than T-Mobile and has call quality you can rely on. Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile. Cox Internet required. Comparison based on percentage of area covered by T-Mobile as compared to Cox Mobile from FCC National Broadband Map of U.S. as of 12/31/23. Learn more at cox.com/mobile.
Ready to prioritize yourself in the new year? Your skin is a great place to start. Dime Beauty, founded by a master esthetician, is more than just a skincare company. With 4 skin-conscious categories, skincare, beauty, body care, and fragrance, Dime offers simple, spa-worthy products that will help you enter 2025 with confidence. Whether you're revitalizing your regimen with nourishing products or building one from scratch, Dime makes it easy. The Work System, our all-in-one best-selling routine, includes a cleanser of your choice, toners, serums, and moisturizers, taking the guesswork out of skincare for your healthiest, happiest skin yet. Dime's commitment to clean ingredients and sustainable packaging ensures every product is as gentle on your skin as it is on the planet. With thousands of glowing 5-star reviews and a loyal community, the results speak for themselves. Revive your skin and give yourself the routine refresh you deserve by visiting dimebeautyco.com. That's dimebeautyco.com. Your best skin awaits.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Derek White into the corner. Al Horford pump fake, drives, finds the cutter. Jaylen Brown flies through the air, cleared at LaGuardia, cleared at JFK, cleared at Newark for the two-hand slam.
Everybody backed away. I don't want none of that smoke.
Tonight's player taking care of business in the first half is brought to you by Cambridge Savings Bank. Jaylen Brown with 12 points, 5 of 9 from the field, a +7 for the Celtics in the first half, with the Green up 13 at the break, 61-48. Small business owners, let CSB help you move your business forward. Creative solutions and quick decisions. Visit CambridgeSavings.com/small business to start your relationship today. This is Celtics Halftime. Matt McCarthy, thanks for finding us on this Saturday night. Again, the Green up 13 at the break, and the Celtics have done just about everything better than the Knicks so far tonight. Really started on the defensive end for the C's. New York held to 0 for 10 shooting to start the game, and the Celtics held them to 26% shooting from the field in the first quarter. It hasn't gotten much better. The Knicks shooting 33% from the field at the half. The Celtics, meanwhile, 50% from the field and 47% from three. 9 for 19, the Celtics so far tonight from deep. And this game was really all Celtics right from the jump.
Jalen angles left side of the floor. Achua stays in front of him. Cornette posts up. Ball comes out to Derek White. Swing right side. First touch for Tatum. Steps to his right. Loses Towns. Down the paint. Flies over Achua. Two-hand slam. And that is how you open the scoring with the world watching.
Oh, my God. Not the first one. Ooh.
Jason Tatum to open the game with that thunderous dunk. He finishes the half with a team-high 16 points, 5 rebounds. Tatum was 6 for 15 in the first half tonight. Celtics punched first. They punched often. They kept on punching. They kept on dunking.
Tatum's got 7. Josh Hart driving, whips a bad pass all the way out, picked off by Jaylen Brown. 4-on-2. Jalen bounce pass to Horford, finds Derek White in the corner. Derek White attacks the paint, hand to Cornette, flies through the air and throws it down with 2 hands. Luke around and find out.
Luke Cornette getting the start for Kristaps Porzingis, who was a late scratch with a non-COVID illness. Cornette with 8 rebounds, 4 points, +16 in the first half. The Celtics have really gotten a nice boost from Cornette in the starting lineup tonight. They led this game by as much as 18 in the first half, 17 in the first quarter.
Payton Pritchard, a rough opening night against New York, and then has never looked back in his 6-man candidacy. He catches here, right side 3, bounces a little bit short, offensive rebound. Queta reverses it up and in.
Beat Towns to the basketball game. Got him cleanly.
What a start for the Celtics, up 26-9.
A nice 7-5 first half for Neemias Queta coming off the bench, getting more action again with Porzingis out tonight. Celtics just working the Knicks on the glass, out rebounding them by 10 in the first half tonight. Boost off the bench from Queta, from Cornette being inserted into the starting lineup, and Payton Pritchard has certainly done his part tonight as well.
Pritchard, little jab step, steps back behind the line and hits another 3.
Ooh, wee.
Payton Pritchard has all 11 Boston points here in the second quarter. Celtics by 14.
Want to play on the big stage?
41,
big stage.
41. He could, if it's outside or inside the Garden, he'll be on the same stage.
14 off the bench for Pritchard, 5 of 8 from the field, 3 of 5 from deep. Again, the Celtics leading by 13 at the half. Derek White, 3 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. So again, Luke Cornette, 4 and 8 in that first half. Al Horford adding 5 points. We already mentioned Jaylen Brown at 12, and again, Jason Tatum at 16 for the Celtics at the break. For the Knicks, only one player in double figures. That's Jalen Brunson. He has kept them in this one tonight. 18 points for Brunson, 11 of those coming at the line. Double-figure free throws for Brunson in that first half. The Knicks have certainly needed it. It played a little bit better at the end of the first quarter. 7-2 run for the Knicks at the end of the first quarter, an 8-2 run for the Knicks at the end of the second. That keeps them down only 13. But make no mistake about it, this has been all Celtics in this one, with the lead 61-48 at the half. When we come back, we'll get an update on headlines and then get you back out to Madison Square Garden with Grandy and Max for the call of the second half. That's coming up next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
With Cox Mobile, you're covered coast to coast, so you can call your friends anytime on that road trip from New York City to L.A., even in, Franklin, Illinois.
Huh, what if I call from Franklin, Georgia?
Yep, covered.
Ooh, Franklin, Texas?
Uh-huh.
Franklin, Kansas, Missouri, Virginia, Nebraska,
all
Connecticut?
covered. Cox Mobile runs on the network with more nationwide coverage than T-Mobile and has call quality you can rely on. Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile. Cox Internet required. Comparison based on percentage of area covered by T-Mobile as compared to Cox Mobile from FCC National Broadband Map of U.S. as of 12/31/23. Learn more at cox.com/mobile.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million+ products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
You can help an old lady get across the street, save somebody from choking when they're out to eat. But there's one thing that'll help you the most. It's giving blood while you relax and read the Morning Post. Good karma by the pint. Good blood. Donate blood and then you just might save 3 people's lives and get a season's worth of good vibes.
Visit Rhode Island Blood Center to get your good karma by the pint.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines.
Tonight's scoreboard is brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest prices on tires, go to Town Fair Tire because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Celtics with a 13-point lead at the break, 61-48 over the Knicks. 16 points for Jason Tatum, 18 for Jalen Brunson. NBA news coming down a few minutes ago. The league has canceled the Mark Williams-Dalton Connect trade between the Lakers and the Hornets. That's after Williams failed his physical with Los Angeles. Bruins now head into the Four Nations break after a 4-3 loss to Vegas today. The Bees blew a 1-goal third-period lead, gave up the game winner with under 2 minutes to play. They're back in action 2 weeks from now. Super Bowl 59 tomorrow. Chiefs 1.5-point favorites over the Eagles. Philly has activated pass rusher Brandon Graham as he returns from a triceps injury. I'm Matt McCarthy. Grandy and Max have the call of the second half next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Ready to prioritize yourself in the new year? Your skin is a great place to start. Dime Beauty, founded by a master esthetician, is more than just a skincare company. With 4 skin-conscious categories, skincare, beauty, body care, and fragrance, Dime offers simple, spa-worthy products that will help you enter 2025 with confidence. Whether you're revitalizing your regimen with nourishing products or building one from scratch, Dime makes it easy. The Work System, our all-in-one best-selling routine, includes a cleanser of your choice, toner, serums, and moisturizers, taking the guesswork out of skincare for your healthiest, happiest skin yet. Dime's commitment to clean ingredients and sustainable packaging ensures every product is as gentle on your skin as it is on the planet. With thousands of glowing 5-star reviews and a loyal community, the results speak for themselves. Revive your skin and give yourself the routine refresh you deserve by visiting dimebeautyco.com. That's dimebeautyco.com. Your best skin awaits.
The new year's here. Time for a change. Start with a recession-resistant new career in the high-demand fields of IT, cybersecurity, and AI with My Computer Career in just months. Already in IT? Build your cybersecurity skills and prep for thousands of open positions employers nationwide are desperate to fill. Attend classes live online or on campus. Make this your year. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. That's mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the GI Bill.
Have you made the switch to Knicks? Millions of women have made the switch to the revolutionary period underwear from Knicks. That's Knix. Period panties from Knicks are like no other, making them the #1 leak-proof underwear brand in North America. They're comfy, stylish, and absorbent, perfect for period protection from your lightest to your heaviest days. They look, feel, and machine wash just like regular underwear, but feature incognito protection that has you covered. You can shop sizes from extra small to 4XL. Choose from all kinds of colors, prints, and different styles, from bikinis to boy shorts, thongs to high-rise. You've got to try Knix. See why millions are ditching disposable, wasteful period products and have switched to Knix. Go to knix.com and get 15% off with promo code SHOP15. That's knix.com, promo code SHOP15 for 15% off life-changing period underwear. That's knix.com.
Felger and Naz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
This is Reliving the Green.
What a pass by DJ! 42 for Paul Pierce. A three-pointer for Danny KG is locked and loaded tonight.
A look back at this date in Celtics history.
On the right corner, it goes quickly over to Silas. The shot is no good. The rebound by Cowan.
It's an honor for me to be identified as a Boston Celtic. And you fans made it very easy for me to play hard. From the choice seat people up to the heavens, the gala guy.
The shot. Swing! 97-93, Boston leads by 4.
Quite a day. 44 years ago at Boston Garden, February 8th, 1981. You were there, Max, as Dave Cowan's number 18 was retired. And the Celtics beat the San Diego Clippers 123-107 that day, and you got to spend time. You got to play with Dave Cowan.
Yeah, he was a terrific guy. Kind of freaked you out though, some of his mannerisms. One of them I thought was crazy when he broke the ammonia tablets, put them in his nose, 2 of them, and took a big sniff. I'm like, wow, that was something. Next thing it did grossed me out. Opened his shirt up, blew a woogie on his shirt.
I heard he was not big on Kleenex.
Rubbed it all over his body. I was like, whoa, okay, all right. Somebody call animal control here. I wasn't right.
Part of the attraction, this is obviously true in Los Angeles too, but part of the attraction, if you can get a ticket to get into this building, is to the people watching that you see near, going back to the origins of this building when Ali and Frazier fought here in 1971. It's always been for these big events. It's not just the event, it's who gets near the stage, because they are their own show here. Celtics started off putting on a show, built an 18-point lead. It's 13 right now. You're in that teetering portion of the game here as we begin the third quarter, where Jalen Brunson has had a big finish to the first quarter, a big finish to the second quarter. Only one player, Damian Lillard, has made more free throws in the game against the Celtics this year than Jalen Brunson did in the first half. He was 11 for 11 from the line, and that's why the Knicks, despite missing 2/3 of their shots, are only down by 13, and they've got the ball going left to right as we begin the third quarter at Madison Square Garden. Knicks in the home white, alternate city jerseys with the orange numbers and the blue trim. Celtics in the road green. Brunson, bounce pass down low. Josh Hart misses, and a late foul call. That was a compromise call against Cornette. They were going to let it go if Josh Hart made that shot. He didn't, so now he gets free throws.
Hit him with the body, just a little contact. If that shot had gone, that's why I don't like those shots. Either call it or don't call it. Guy misses it. He missed the gator.
Josh Hart, first free throw is good. A viral video a couple of years ago, and the Knicks got Josh Hart at the deadline, and Jalen Brunson was at some event in Villanova. And of course, they played together and won together, and Mikal Bridges here. That's the other, and the other guy we haven't mentioned, obviously, is Dante DiVincenzo. The other part of that Villanova group. Hart gets 1 of 2 at the line. Boston lead was 18, now it is 12 as they touch the ball for the first time here in the second half. Derek White going to his left, floats it back for Tatum. Tatum against Brunson, moving to his right behind the Cornette screen, bounce past Cornette, stopped at the dotted line, throws out to an open Derek White. His 3 is good. Knicks fans thought he traveled, the Cornette did, but the 3 for Derek White puts the Celtics up by 15.
Stopped on the dime.
Celtics now 10 of 20. He made half the threes. Brunson runs it up. They're going to score that and the foul.
Get him on your back, and what he does, he stops. Al just had enough body to clear. Boom. Not much, but he got the eye of the official.
Jalen Brunson has 20. Nobody else on New York has more than 6. His dad, of course, on the staff here. Brunson's free throw is good. He is now 12 for 12 from the free throw line. 64-52. Celtics by a dozen. Derek White, front court, moves to his left. Bridges in front of him. Ball comes back to Tatum against Brunson. So same setup here. This time Tatum dribbles around Towns, flies in, two-hand slam. Josh Hart did not want to pick up that fourth foul.
Well, the next guy up was actually Towns. Towns just let him go.
18 for Tatum. 35 is a magic number for him tonight in Celtics history. McBride open for a straightaway three, no good. They needed that one. Rebound Horford. Celtics strong night of the glass as well, plus 12. Jaylen Brown stripped of the ball along the sideline by McBride. And Jaylen Brown reached out to try to tie him up, and while he did, Jaylen was out of bounds. So that's New York ball.
Laying out of bounds. These are the turnovers which kill you. Just get another shot if you're the Celtics up by 14.
Right side of the floor, Hart hands off to Brunson. Left-hand dribble with Jaylen on his shoulder. Brunson step back, pump fake. Steps to his right, falls away in the baseline, hits that tough lefty jumper. Brunson has been phenomenal. He's got 23 of New York's 54 points, and he's kept New York within 12. Derek White with the entry to Jaylen Brown. They show double team. Jaylen, pressure, dribbles out of it, gets rid of it. To Horford, return to Jaylen on the left side. Jaylen almost traveled again. Left-hand dribble, Jaylen Brown runs it up with the right hand, bounces out, rebound for Towns. Towns up the middle of the floor, blows past Tatum and draws a late foul. If they get Cornette here, it's his fourth. It is Cornette, it is his fourth, and the Celtics playing without Porzingis now have their starting center in foul trouble. Towns just forced that. They could easily have called a foul on Tatum. That's what sent him off balance in the first place.
Running down to the baseline, and then the Celtics right now losing the golden opportunity to me here.
This has been an extraordinary performance by Jalen Brunson to keep New York afloat, keep them in the game. Towns trying to rub something off the bottom of his shoe. He tried to wipe it with a towel. Now he's going over to the Celtics bench and wiping his feet on a towel as if he was coming in from the snowstorm outside.
Oh, he did. He walked over and he landed over where somebody had a cold beverage. And I think that got on the bottom of his shoe.
So you can't go home again, but Karl Anthony Towns certainly has. Giving him that unique 7-footer that can shoot 40% from three. First free throws of the night for Karl Anthony Towns. He misses the first one. Thunder up by 21 going to the fourth quarter at Memphis.
Wow.
31 for SGA. I mean, they are just rolling at an historic level right now. And we talked about Portland playing really well lately. Won 6 in a row for Chauncey Billups, and they are up by 1 at Minnesota with 9:25 to go. Towns gets 1 of 2. Celtics by 11, 66-55, 9:46 to go, third quarter here at the Garden. Derek White steps to his left against Bridges, return to Tatum. Turns to his left. Brunson stays in front of him. Here's the stop and start. Tatum with Brunson on his hip. Attack, scoops to the left hand. No good. Offensive rebound thrown down by Luke Cornette.
So Tatum has been aggressive, but not effective.
No, you're right. He's just 7 of 17, and he's 3 for 9 inside the three-point line. Brunson steps away from Tatum and knocks down a 3. And the lead is down to 10. 68-58. 26 for Jalen Brunson. Derek White spins to his right, draws some contact, runs it up, no good. Rebound, Towns cannot keep it in bounds. Celtics will get it back. And Derek White sometimes has to wonder what he has to do to get free throws.
Same kind of play that he's looking at. And he goes in and hits Brunson with the body. And Brunson just kind of backed away, but he was looking for the same kind of call.
12 on the shot clock here for the Celtics. 9:09 to go in the third. Boston lead was 18, now it is 10. Derek White gets in safely to Jaylen Brown. He elevates for a corner. Long two, it's no good. Towns flies in for the rebound. Now they're starting to pile up 8 rebounds for Karl Anthony Towns. Deuce McBride, early entry here in the third quarter for Chua, who started. McBride can't dance around Jason Tatum, finds Towns, drives past Tatum, flushes it with the right hand. That's enough for Joe Mazzulla. Jalen Brunson kept them afloat. Now he's starting to get some help. Karl Anthony Towns has arrived at the party. An 8-2 New York run, and the Boston lead is down to 8. 8:52 to go. Third quarter at Madison Square Garden. Boston 68, New York 60 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
With Cox Mobile, you're covered coast to coast, so you can call your friends anytime on that road trip from New York City to L.A., even in, Franklin, Illinois.
Huh, what if I call from Franklin, Georgia?
Yep, covered.
Ooh, Franklin, Texas?
Uh-huh.
Franklin, Kansas, Missouri, Virginia, Nebraska,
All
Connecticut?
covered. Cox Mobile runs on the network with more nationwide coverage than T-Mobile and has call quality you can rely on. Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile. Cox Internet required. Comparison based on percentage of area covered by T-Mobile as compared to Cox Mobile from FCC National Broadband Map of U.S. as of 12/31/23. Learn more at cox.com/mobile.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Ready to prioritize yourself in the new year? Your skin is a great place to start. Dime Beauty, founded by a master esthetician, is more than just a skincare company. With 4 skin-conscious categories, skincare, beauty, body care, and fragrance, Dime offers simple, spa-worthy products that will help you enter 2025 with confidence. Whether you're revitalizing your regimen with nourishing products or building one from scratch, Dime makes it easy. The Work System, our all-in-one best-selling routine, includes a cleanser of your choice, toners, serums, and moisturizers, taking the guesswork out of skincare for your healthiest, happiest skin yet. Dime's commitment to clean ingredients and sustainable packaging ensures every product is as gentle on your skin as it is on the planet. With thousands of glowing 5-star reviews and a loyal community, the results speak for themselves. Revive your skin and give yourself the routine refresh you deserve by visiting dimebeautyco.com. That's dimebeautyco.com. Your best skin awaits.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Very quietly, the Knicks starting to creep back in this thing, and they're making it louder and louder. They've cut an 18-point deficit down to 8, 68-60, off a 19-9 run for New York, spanning halftime. 8:52 to go in the third quarter. The game plan upgrade brought to you by NetSuite by Oracle. Companies of all sizes have harnessed the power of NetSuite by Oracle and AI to improve forecasting, planning, and customer support. Uncover insightful, profit-driving recommendations for your business today. Learn more at netsuite.com/Celtics. The Knicks could not make a shot. They missed their first 10 in this game. Shot 26% in the first 10 minutes of the game, but they have stayed true to it, and what I've been impressed, Don Thibodeau, what he's done here, they kept Josh Hart hidden defensively so he can stay on the floor, because they already thin without OG Anunoby, cannot lose Josh Hart, and he hasn't picked up that 4th foul. Meanwhile, Luke Cornett did for the Celtics.
Well, Celtics have allowed him to do that by, like Jaylen Brown has said, some of those jump shots, instead of falling away, keep attacking the rim. He doesn't want to foul you. He's not going to foul you.
Celtics have Kate out there with the other starters, Tatum, Brown, White, and Horford. Celtics playing tonight without Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis. Horford goes left side. Tatum, pretty good look. His 3 way off. He has gone cold. Rebound, Karl Anthony Towns. He's up to 7. Bridges, left-hand dribble, works his way into the paint. Step back on Horford. Tough 12-footer. Front iron, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It looked like, they'll say off the Celtics.
Man, that time you let Brunson get inside and keep that basketball alive. Could have been a foul easily on Tatum then.
Yeah, it was Tatum that knocked the ball out of bounds. Bounce entry. Bridges finds Towns coming strong against Tatum. He stumbles in the paint. He's shut off. That's got to be traveling. It is.
Good job. Now what they're doing, when they know Towns cut him off going to the right, and he's trying to do something else, but no place to go.
Couple of turnovers for Karl Anthony Towns here in the quarter. Celtics trying to regain the double-digit lead, up by 8 with 8:18 to go in the third. Jaylen Brown out near half court, gets the high screen from Keita. Pride fights through it to stay in front of him. Jaylen Brown turns back to the right side, gets inside the elbow, floats it up short. Not his shot, but it comes right back to him. Kick out to a wide open Derek White. 3 comes up short, and the rebound goes out of bounds.
Golden opportunity again. Derek White wide open by himself.
Celtics have gone cold. 3 of 12 here in the third quarter. Bridges switches to the right hand, pulls up baseline on Keita, and the jumper rattles home. It's a two-possession game. 21-9 is the New York run. 68-62. Tatum turns the corner on Bridges, gets in deep. Crazy scoop, no good, but he got hit that time and fouled.
While Hampton Towns kind of throwing his hands up like I didn't hit him. Yeah, he hit him on the arm going in.
By the way, here's the difference between Madison Square Garden and everywhere else. When they put it up on the Jumbotron, in every other arena, they would boo anyway. Here, they know the game. They saw the replay. They saw Towns commit the foul, and they just moved on. Obviously, a lot of Celtic fans here, as you would expect, but not like in some of the other road buildings. First free throw is good for Tatum. 10-second station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. Station.
Randy and Max, Madison Square Garden. You knew all that. Tatum gets the free throws here. Boston lead back to 8, 70-62. Tatum's up to 20, 15 points shy of the Celtics' all-time top 10. Either tonight or Monday in Miami. Jalen Brunson moving to his left. Keita in front of him. Bounce pass in the paint. He threads the needle to Josh Hart, who scoops it up and in with the right hand. What a pass by Jalen Brunson. 16-9 New York here in the quarter. They scored 19 points in the first quarter. They got 16 in the first 5 minutes of the third. Jason Tatum. Tough pass for Jaylen Brown. Right side against McBride. Now he has Bridges on him on the switch. 5 on the shot clock. Jaylen Brown fumbles the ball again. His third turnover of the quarter. Hart bounce pass lead from Brunson. Brunson stops in traffic, throws back to the trailer. Bridges, 3, got it. And the Boston lead is down to 3. And whatever was wrong with Mikal Bridges' shot, he fixed it. 70-67 is the Boston lead. Tatum moving to his left behind the Keita screen, switches to the right hand, blows by Towns, another two-hand slam. And Towns is providing no resistance on that initial first step.
Get to the next level, good things can happen.
Tatum's up to 22, 72-67, Boston by 5. Brunson tries the left side of the floor. He's trying to hunt Keita, pull up, 3, no good, rebound. Horford snatches it down away from Josh Hart and hands to Derek White. 5 rebounds now for Al Horford. 72-67, Boston by 5, midway through quarter number 3 right now if you're syncing up with TV. Tatum, hounded by Bridges, keeps the left-hand dribble alive, shovels to Derek White, up fakes on McBride, shot clock at 4. Derek White stops, fumbles it, jumps into contact, launches a 3 that's no good, but just as Brunson drew contact and free throws with an unorthodox basketball move, Derek White does the same thing here.
Once he get 3 here, now let me look at his feet. They were behind the line.
Now, I wonder if the Knicks are considering challenging this, but McBride was in his path. So it's exactly what Brunson did.
And this is one thing that bothers me. Officials, give me the ball, man.
Celtics have attempted 14 free throws tonight. Brunson himself has attempted 12.
That was awkward.
First free throw for Derek White is good.
You were in his landing space, though. Trying to go with that shot. You hit him with your feet. Almost made a 3-point play. That was big. That would have been miraculous.
Well, you channeled Clyde a little bit there where you did that.
And I got to go to the dictionary a lot more if I'm channeling Clyde.
Swishing and dishing. Derek White gets the second. He's got one more coming. Began the night with the Celtics 6 games behind the Cavs, the Knicks 7.5 back. It is very unlikely anyone's catching Cleveland in the East, which means that the Knicks and the Celtics have been targeting that 2 and 3 spot the entire year, which, if they can hold serve in the first round, would finally set up that playoff meeting. Derek White gets all 3 free throws. Celtics have scored 5 straight to push the lead back to 8, 75-67. 5:44 to go third quarter. Jalen Brunson moving to his left. Derek White trying to stay in front of him. Brunson turns the corner, kicks it out of the wing, waiting. McBride, 3, no, rebound. Towns had it, lost it out of bounds. He had to jump for it, couldn't land and hang on to the basketball.
Good challenge in by Al at the very end.
Karl Anthony Towns, though, just 9 points tonight. Only taking 6 shots, 9 points, 9 rebounds. No other Knick is in double figures here. Midway through the third, Brunson with 26. Tatum with 22 for the Celtics. Pritchard had a 14-point second quarter, and he comes back in now. Celtics trying to regain the double-digit lead. Tatum switches to the left hand, bounce pass down low. Derek White in the Drew Holiday dunker spot. Lays it up and in. He barely squirreled it over the rim with Towns coming late.
Squirrel would have been a good word.
There's plenty of them around here. Celtics have scored 7 straight. They push the lead back to 10, 77-67.
He coming.
Karl Anthony Towns with Horford in front of him, switches to the left hand, drives around him, attacks the paint, blocked at the rim. Queta blocked the shot and ripped it away. Outlet to Tatum. Tatum up the right side, Bridges back. He moves it to Queta. Queta attacks the paint, stumbles, forces one up, no good. Offensive rebound off Pritchard, out of bounds. New York ball as Queta got away with a travel.
Got away. Man, that dude was running.
Queta looked like he got down to the subway and heard the A train coming and was trying to scramble to the platform in time. Boston by 10. 4:38 to go in the third. Brunson moving to his right. Bounce pass. Hart attacks the paint and gets fouled. And who did they get? Probably Horford.
But Queta's been active, though. He had to block this shot.
Queta's answered the bell tonight on this stage, no question.
Him and Luke. Luke early in this basketball game was blocking shots, a couple of dunks going towards the rim. And if you do it like this, if you said Queta on one side and you said 7 points or whatever he has, and you compare that right now to Towns, and you say, okay, where's Towns at with 9? You'd take that all day. Uh-oh.
First free throw, Josh Hart says short, and he is correct in his assessment.
Somebody else might have screamed out. Might have been a Celtic player. Now, here's one of the problems you have. Watch this box out by Queta. Just watch Queta. Don't watch nothing else in this box out.
Queta's lined up next to Towns.
Okay.
Queta is inside Towns. He steps in front of Towns, and decent box out. Doesn't matter because the free throw was good. Boston up by 9, 77-68. Celtics have led wire to wire here by as many as 18. Jason Tatum, the back of his heel, out near half court. Has the ball in both hands, now puts it to the floor, switches to the right hand. Kick out, open, 1-3, got it.
That time took his time, and what happened, you identified the shooter once you got towards the hole.
8 straight points for Derek White. He's got 14. 4th assist for Jason Tatum. Boston by 12 again, 80-68. Bad entry. Horford can't knock it away from Towns, keeps his balance and keeps himself in bounds in the right corner. Double team comes on Towns. Shovel pass underneath Bridges. Finds the cutter, Josh Hart, who lays it in. That was no panic under the defensive pressure there for New York. 80-70. Boston by 10. 3:47 to go in the third. Tatum will try the right side of the floor. Again, working very slowly and methodically. Queta sets the high screen. Tatum stops on a dime against Bridges, backs it out. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum just going to launch a deep 3. No good, but a bad foul by Bridges. They've seen a few of these from both teams tonight. And Bridges knew it. He just made contact with the follow-through on the elbow of Jason Tatum. That's 3 free throws.
Man, not going to challenge. It's just easy call. And if Tatum is shooting the way he is right now in this game, I'm not bailing them out by fouling them.
Tatum's been good he's 4 of 9 from 3, but 4 of 10 from 2. Now he makes a free throw. He missed 2 earlier.
Celtics have kind of righted the ship here offensively.
And they have played tonight. There's a couple of exceptions. There's hundreds of possessions, but there's been a little bit of a champion swagger poise about the way they played tonight.
Yeah, and understanding the importance of possessions. You know, get a little squirrely, they throw the ball away, then the next possession down saying, dude, we just threw it away. We're not going to throw it away again. Towns coming out of the game. Tatum with another free throw here.
7 turnovers for the Celtics, just 6 for New York. These are 2 of the best teams in the NBA. The Celtics lead the league, fewest turnovers. But the story is the New York offense has been held in check. They've been playing at a historic level. Remember, they've had 4 days off. Tatum gets all 3 free throws, and very quietly, the Celtics on a 13-3 run push the lead from 3 back to 13. Fattening it up, Jalen Brunson down the left side. Queta waiting for him in the paint. Jalen Brunson throws out to Josh Hart. Here's that straightaway 3. Bounces out. Rebound. Tatum deflects it to Derek White. It's been a great sequence here for the Celtics. Derek White into the front court. Brunson waiting for him. Derek White steps to his right. He's got a pretty good look. It's a three, and it's good.
Tatum made that happen again by setting a nice pick to give him that separation.
Derek White has 11 points in the last 3 minutes. Celtics by 16. Brunson moves it down low under the basket. Hart steps back and misses off the glass. Queta has the rebound, and the Celtics with a make on this possession can take their largest lead with 2:48 to go in the third. Tatum into the front court. Knicks reeling a little bit now. 86-70. Tatum behind the Queta screen. Moves to his right. Achua waiting for him. Shot clock down to 6. Tatum going to have to create against Bridges. He backs it out. Tatum steps to his right, launches a deep three, and it's good.
Ooh, boy, somebody just got their toe stepped on. Ow, 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 ow.
Timeout, Tom Thibodeau. The Knicks make their run. Brunson pulls them back into the game to make it a one-possession game. And the Celtics go on a 19-3 run, keyed by Derek White and Jason Tatum, and they have their largest lead of the night. 2:29 to go in the third. Boston 89, New York 70 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
With Cox Mobile, you're covered coast to coast, so you can call your friends anytime on that road trip from New York City to L.A., even in, Franklin, Illinois.
Huh, what if I call from Franklin, Georgia?
Yep, covered.
Ooh, Franklin, Texas?
Uh-huh.
Franklin, Kansas, Missouri, Virginia, Nebraska,
all covered. Cox Mobile runs on the network with more nationwide coverage than T-Mobile and has call quality you can rely on. Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile. Cox Internet required. Comparison based on percentage of area covered by T-Mobile as compared to Cox Mobile from FCC National Broadband Map of U.S. as of 12/31/23. Learn more at cox.com/mobile.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
88 unread emails? Okay. New credit card? Delete. Congratulations, you've just won. Goodbye. COVID-19 news and delete. Wait, learn about treatment options for COVID-19. No and go. Okay, kind of catchy. Know that oral prescription treatment options are available for COVID-19 if you're at high risk. And go see your doctor if you experience symptoms or test positive. And forwarding that to mom.
Talk to your pharmacist or doctor if you or a loved one gets COVID-19. Know and go. Sponsored by Pfizer.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5, thesportshub.com.
Celtics have their largest lead now, up by 19. That happened fast. A 19-3 run. They're up 89-70 with 2:29 to go in the third quarter. As the standing ovation for one of our oracles, Chris Rock, in the front row tonight. Luke Cornett will come get to me as Queta. Cornett picked up his 4th foul early in this third quarter. Celtics playing without Porzingis tonight. What a big-time sequence here for the Celtics on the road. Brunson takes the handoff back from Achua. Finds Josh Hart cutting. Runner at 10 feet is up and good over Cornett. Josh Hart now with 13, 89-72. Boston by 17, 2:06 to go in the third. Celtics have had their way in this building for a quarter century now. Derek White floats it back to Jason Tatum against Brunson. Tatum spins to his left. He gets to 10 feet. Little follow-away jumper. Rattles home.
Too big. Mouse in the house almost jumped in the lap of Denzel Washington.
And Jason Tatum is up to 30 points, and this could be the historic night for him. 5 points away from the Celtics' top 10, 91-72. Jalen Brunson gets a screen to move away from Sam Hauser, pulls up at the left elbow, jumper, short rebound. Hauser snatches it out of midair. Celtics have a chance to take a 20-point lead now with 1:26 to go in the third. Derek White in the front court. Here's the entry, Tatum. 30 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Tatum against Bridges, throws the shoulder into him, turns, fades at 12, got it!
Ooh. Going right into spike slap then.
Jason Tatum putting on a show on the biggest stage in the game. Brunson, step back baseline jumper is good. 93-74, Boston by 19. We enter the final minute of quarter number 3. Jason Tatum is a plus 20 in this game. Derek White moving to his right behind a Tatum screen, finds Tatum. This is a good look. It's a left side three. Got it! Ooh. And Jason Tatum on Madison Square Garden's sacred floor has joined the Boston Celtics top 10 all-time scoring leaders. Jalen Brunson, handoff underneath to Hart, throws back out to Brunson. Celtics by 22. Brunson drives, runs it up, no good. Rebound offensively, Josh Hartnell back it out. He falls down, has it back, comes downhill and scores over Cornet. 35 for Jason Tatum tonight in 3 quarters. Celtics by 20. 2-second differential on the 2 clocks as we count it down. Tatum against Bridges. Tatum dribbling between his legs. Tatum on this special stage. Step back 3, short, front iron. The rebound belongs to Hart. He's not going to get a shot away, and that's how the third quarter will come to an end. The Knicks, behind Jalen Brunson, pushed the Rock up the hill for 8, 9, 10 minutes. They cut an 18-point deficit to 3, and then it was a Jason Tatum takeover. He's up to 35, and the Celtics, who led by 11 at the end of 1 and by 13 at halftime, are up by 20 as we make the turn for home. End of 3 at Madison Square Garden. Boston 96, New York 76 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
With Cox Mobile, you're covered coast to coast, so you can call your friends anytime on that road trip from New York City to L.A., even in, Franklin, Illinois.
Huh, what if I call from Franklin, Georgia?
Yep, covered.
Ooh, Franklin, Texas?
Uh-huh.
Franklin, Kansas, Missouri, Virginia, Nebraska,
all covered. Cox Mobile runs on the network with more nationwide coverage than T-Mobile and has call quality you can rely on. Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile. Cox Internet required. Comparison based on percentage of area covered by T-Mobile as compared to Cox Mobile from FCC National Broadband Map of U.S. as of 12/31/23. Learn more at cox.com/mobile.
Ready to prioritize yourself in the new year? Your skin is a great place to start. Dime Beauty, founded by a master esthetician, is more than just a skincare company. With 4 skin-conscious categories, skincare, beauty, body care, and fragrance, Dime offers simple, spa-worthy products that will help you enter 2025 with confidence. Whether you're revitalizing your regimen with nourishing products or building one from scratch, Dime makes it easy. The Work System, our all-in-one best-selling routine, includes a cleanser of your choice, toner, serums, and moisturizers, taking the guesswork out of skincare for your healthiest, happiest skin yet. Dime's commitment to clean ingredients and sustainable packaging ensures every product is as gentle on your skin as it is on the planet. With thousands of glowing 5-star reviews and a loyal community, the results speak for themselves. Revive your skin and give yourself the routine refresh you deserve by visiting dimebeautyco.com. That's dimebeautyco.com. Your best skin awaits.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
The Celtics play here, the Sports Hub.
At the start of the night, Max, who did you single out to have a big game on the big stage?
Jason Tatum. He loves this moment. Stepped up and he is delivered to everybody. And this is sometimes one of those things. I know he was tired. He's been playing tired. I talked to Brad about this. Just the fact that, and I said, Brad, he looks tired. Brad said, but I said he looked tired. But I think that what they have to do is cobble minutes right now to give him some rest.
Fourth quarter begins with the Celtics up by 20.
Jaylen Brown right now talking to the people who are there, front row, big time seats.
You never know who you're going to look up and see. What the people in the front row are now seeing is one of the top 10 Celtic scorers in history. He has tied JoJo White. He will pass him, and he will pass Dave Cowens. Probably very, very soon here as Tatum will play to start the fourth quarter. Celtics by 20. Luke Cornett and to Jaylen Brown. He's got a good look, and his left side three is short. Rebound, pinballed around. Al Horford gets a hand on it, snatches it away. Kick out Pritchard. He up fake, steps in past Cameron Payne, misses the little 8-footer. And the rebound for Josh Hart. Quick three, Payne, no good. Rebound Horford. Al's been good tonight. Jason Tatum up the left side. Entry forced it to Jaylen Brown. He got hit, knocked down by Cameron Payne. They're not calling that, are they? I just think the ball went out of bounds, deflected by Payne. Celtics will get it, but Jaylen Brown is down.
Yeah, Payne just hit him in the face, but you keep throwing into traffic. You don't have to do that if you're Tatum. Wait until he gets himself situated. Spike Lee, sit down.
What they said 30 years ago against Reggie Miller. Tatum shuttles it out to Horford. Good look at a right side three. Circles the rim, and the rim spits it out into the hands of Mikal Bridges. Nobody scored here in the first 45 seconds of the fourth. Boston by 20. Bridges drop back to Josh Hart. Steps to 12 feet, moves into the right corner to Brunson. Brunson against Jaylen Brown. Pump fake. Sidles in on the baseline. Cornette takes the rim away, so a shovel pass to Hart, who cuts in and runs it off the glass, up and in. They've been running that play a lot, getting Josh Hart in motion, driving to the basket, 96-78. Boston by 18, 10:49 to go. Peyton Pritchard moving to his right, attacks Josh Hart and throws back to Cornette. He'll return it to Tatum, straight away the 8 on the shot clock. Tatum against Bridges, dances behind the Cornette screen, to his left, attacks Achua. Achua slaps down the ball and commits the foul.
Tatum being aggressive, this time going towards the hole. This time, Achua just raked down and he's almost just wiped him, almost hit him in the face. But this is the combination that you want from Tatum. Mixing it up, not taking all threes, but using his size and his length. The first play of the game indicated that when he came in and slammed the ball on the Chua. And then since then, he's been on the roll. Had a little squirrely port for a minute in the second quarter, but now he's gotten on the roll and he could carry you home.
First free throw was good. He's up to 36.
He gets 40 plus in that.
Last week, LeBron James put on a show here with a triple-double at Madison Square Garden. Tonight, it's Jason Tatum's turn. Saturday night primetime ABC game at MSG. Celtics by 20. Driving, floating, and scoring is Mikal Bridges. We're at 98-80. Tatum's at 37 now with 10:19 to go.
I'm double teaming off Achua. And I'm not letting anybody else because Achua doesn't want to shoot the basketball. Now, this is what I don't like. You're making Tatum getting the ball further and further out on the floor.
Tatum, pull up, contested three, got it! And there's your 40-piece for Jason Tatum. And now he's ninth on the Celtics all-time scoring list. He passes JoJo White and Dave Cowens 2 minutes apart. Bridges, left side, long two is no good. Rebound, Cornette punches it. Cameron Payne's got it. Hand to Brunson. Up fake on Tatum. 101-80. Brunson going to pull up, shoot the three. It is no good. And Brunson looks like he's starting to run out of gas here after carrying the Knicks all night. Brunson's got 28, but Tatum's got 40 and counting. 101-80. Ball back in the hands of Tatum. It's been his night. Tatum against Brunson. Tatum, bounce pass for Jaylen Brown. Good look. Left side three. No good. And the rebound belongs to Cameron Payne. Payne running up the middle of the floor. Angles to his left. Tatum back defensively. Payne blows around him and scores off the glass.
Payne's been pretty good. Talking about Nick, who has scored the basketball.
Payne's got 10 off the New York bench. It's a 19-point Celtic lead, 101-82. Pritchard for Cornette. Now the handoff, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen dribbling low at the dotted line. Steps back at the elbow, can't create contact, so he returns it to Tatum. 4 in the shot clock. Tatum, step back, another three. Nope, air ball. Would have been his 8th of the night. Trying to add to his 40-piece. Fans trying to razz him for the air ball, but they know better. Because they have seen greatness on this stage, and they know when they're seeing it, and it is on display tonight.
Comes out of the game. Man. So good. Now, it's going to be up to Brown to carry him the rest of the way.
Brunson pulls up at 14, knocks down another one. 17 is the margin now, 101-84. How about 30 for Brunson? But the rest of the Knicks are just 21 of 54. Peyton Pritchard gets the Cornette screen, steps to his left, enters to the free throw line. Jaylen Brown has a cutter coming behind him. It's Cornette. He hands off to him, and Cornette lays it in. 103-84. Celtics by 19, 8:15 to go. Josh Hart attacking the paint. Cornette stays with him, reaches out, blocks the shot, and Pritchard pounces on a loose ball. Here come the Celtics again. Pritchard racing to the middle of the floor, puts in the hands of Al Horford, touches it into the corner for a Sam Hauser three that's no good. Rebound, Cornette gets a hand on it, rising over everybody, and deflects it off the rim, up and in. Celtics by 21.
Luke got to eat. He got to eat.
Yeah, he's eating his way to a double-double tonight. Brunson steps to his left, hits a three, score that and the foul.
Possible 4-point play, and I'm not sure if they're going to say. Brunson says he got hit in the lower man area, but kind of got undercut then by Brown, excuse me.
Who was that guy when we were in Dallas 2 weeks ago? We talked about Jason Tatum getting to the top 10, and he circled the primetime game at Madison Square Garden as the night it was going to happen.
Me?
Close.
Okay.
Close. But we knew, I knew because of the way the numbers were going that when it happened, he was going to pass both JoJo White and Dave Cowens on the same night because they were only 4 points apart. And he does it here on this big stage, putting on this ridiculous show at Madison Square Garden tonight. 4-point play for Brunson, who, by the way, has 34 himself. But his Knicks trail by 17 now with 7:44 to go, 105-88. If Towns or somebody can get going for New York, they can score quickly. Pritchard at 12 feet pulls up on Towns, and his jumper's good. Peyton Pritchard wouldn't care if the world was watching him at Madison Square Garden or he was out in the playground across the street in the snow. He's got 16 off the Boston bench tonight, 12 of those in the second quarter. Boston by 19. Celtics shooting 50% again. They have just decimated the Knicks in the 2 games this year. Towns runs into Hauser, throws up a runner, no good. He got away with a travel. Hauser might have got away with a foul. They let both go, and Towns misses the shot. It has not been a good night for Karl Anthony Towns. Celtics have a chance to regain a 20-point lead here with 7 minutes remaining. Pritchard steps to his left and hits another three.
Ooh.
How many open looks has the Celtics had against New York in the 2 games this year? Brunson coming downhill, gets to the dotted line, runs it with the left hand, no good. Rebound, Cornette, his 11th, and he is fouled in a reach-in, which will bring us to a timeout on the floor. Behind 40 from Jason Tatum, a double-double for Luke Cornette. The defending and reigning world champs have come to the biggest stage in the game, and they have shown their wares with the NBA watching in prime time. 6:47 to go. Boston 110, New York 88 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
With Cox Mobile, you're covered coast to coast, so you can call your friends anytime on that road trip from New York City to LA. Even in Franklin, Illinois.
Huh, what if I call from Franklin, Georgia?
Yep, covered.
Ooh, Franklin, Texas?
Uh-huh.
Franklin, Kansas, Missouri, Virginia, Nebraska,
All
Connecticut.
covered. Cox Mobile runs on the network with more nationwide coverage than T-Mobile and has call quality you can rely on. Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile. Cox Internet required. Comparison based on percentage of area covered by T-Mobile as compared to Cox Mobile from FCC National Broadband Map of U.S. as of 12/31/23. Learn more at cox.com/mobile.
Life can change in an instant. My brother-in-law died suddenly, leaving behind my sister and her 2 young kids. He didn't have life insurance, so now they're facing the unthinkable, leaving their home. After seeing what they went through, I immediately called SelectQuote to get life insurance for my family. In 15 minutes, a licensed insurance agent compared policies from highly rated carriers to find me the right coverage in my budget. I got a $500,000 policy for only $16 a month. Plus, I qualified for same-day life insurance. No medical exam was required, and I was covered by the time I hung up. Even if you have a health concern, SelectQuote agents can find you the right policy at the lowest price. And while you can't prepare emotionally for a loss, SelectQuote can give you peace of mind with life insurance. Don't wait until it's too late.
Go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Puka, Bella, I'm sure you've noticed some changes.
Who are you talking to?
I'm just practicing for when I have to tell the dogs about the twins. You know, because they'll...
Be fine in the spacious third row seat.
But the twins...
Can sleep peacefully thanks to the rear manual sunshade.
And what about the...
Extra cargo space for strollers and dog beds?
I guess you're right.
Can we go to the hospital now? The contractions are getting closer.
The 3-row Lexus TX. Because everyone should feel like the center of the universe. Click the banner to discover more. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
6:47 to go in Madison Square Garden. Celtics up by 22. On a night we are going to remember as the Jason Tatum game. 40 for Tatum in the Saturday night primetime ABC game at Madison Square Garden. And in the process, he jumps 2 legends, JoJo White and Dave Cowens, and adds to his own. Jason Tatum, at 26 years old, is now 9th on the Boston Celtics all-time scoring list.
Well, shooting the basketball, being aggressive, knocking down shots, that's what Tatum does. And this is that big stage that he loves to perform on. It didn't surprise me in the beginning of the game when you want me to highlight that player. Certain guys live for certain points. That's what he lives for. Remember Jordan used to come here all the time? Kobe used to come here all the time.
And LeBron did it last week. Tatum has put his name on that list with this performance tonight. Celtics by 22, midway through the 4th. Closing in on the end of the suspense here as Pritchard lobs to Cornette for the right-hand slam. And how about the game Luke Cornette has had tonight? Well, coming back to Madison Square Garden, he's got a double dozen, 12 and 12, starting for Porzingis, who was a late scratch.
Well, look at him and the Kale. Both what they've combined for and what Towns hasn't done.
Karl Anthony Towns hands to Jalen Brunson. Brunson down the left side. Stop and start, drive, scoop, and score. Jalen Brunson has been spectacular tonight. He's got 36, but the Knicks trail by 22 midway through the 4th. Pritchard. Stop and start on Payne, gets in deep, handoff Cornette, another 2-hand slam. The Celtics in 2 games this year against the New York Knicks have just torn them apart. 52% from the floor, 46% from 3. And look at what they've done this week. Brunson cross-court pass picked off by Luke Cornette, and we are getting near the end now. Jaylen Brown, bounce pass back to Pritchard. Deep 3, good night, New York.
Woo-wee! And they said that the champs were dead. Not so fast, my friends. Not so doggone fast.
They are headed for the exits at Madison Square Garden, but those that have stayed have seen greatness. The champs have come in wearing the belt, showing up and showing out. 5:29 to go. Boston 117, New York 90 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Mom, can you tell me a story?
Once upon a time, there was born a real estate brokerage that was also a magical app. They called it Redfin, and they're on a mission to get people the fairest deal of them all. With listing fees as low as 1%, Redfin agents charge half of what others often charge, so you have more money to put toward your dream home.
Could it be a gingerbread house?
If the witch wants to sell.
Download the Redfin app to get started. Fees subject to terms and minimums. Equal housing opportunity. CADRE number 01521930.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Your vision benefits just got even better. Now at Pearl Vision, provide your updated prescription from your new eye exam and get 40% off lenses. Their eye care experts are ready to help you find the perfect pair of glasses that suit your style. Don't wait. Your new look is just a visit away. And they accept all major vision plans. Find your nearest location at pearlvision.com. Some restrictions and exclusions may apply. See participating stores for details.
Home of the Ribs, the Sports Hub.
We are sold out at Madison Square Garden tonight, and the game is sold out. The Celtics have been showing out. Attendance brought to you by Ticketmaster. Join the crowd of excitement at a future Celtics game by ordering your tickets at Ticketmaster.com. The Celtics have come into Madison Square Garden in a very important game for New York after the Knicks had 4 days off, trying to get within a half game of the Celtics for the second spot in the East, and they have been blown off the floor. 117-90. Historic 40-point night for Jason Tatum as he jumps JoJo White and Dave Cowens to move from 11th into the top 10 to 9th on the Celtics all-time scoring list. But big picture, Max, and we're soaking this in real time. What happened this week is that the champs sent a message to the two teams who are going to have to defend their home court against them in the playoffs, Cleveland and New York. And the Celtics are going to win a game in both buildings just 4 days apart.
Yeah, and win this one convincingly.
Cameron Payne, left-hand floater is no good. Rebound. Harcourt couldn't save him going out of bounds. Celtics keeping Jaylen Brown in the game. Hauser, Pritchard, Cornette. Tom Thibodeau has thrown in the towel on this one. Jalen Brunson's night is done. Jalen Brunson scored 36 points in 36 minutes, by the way. Keita, step back jump hook with the right hand is good. The degree to which Keita and Cornette answered the bell tonight with Porzingis out is stunning.
Wait, look at the numbers. Compare those to Karl Anthony Towns numbers.
23 and 19 for Cornette and Keita, 9 and 9 for Karl Anthony Towns. And he gets a little Landry Shamet work here. Achua steps back at the smiley face and knocks down a jumper work, 119-92. I thought the Celtics would play well tonight. I thought they had a great chance to win tonight, even though the Knicks, it was a more important game for them. I didn't see this coming.
You know what? And I had said, talked to somebody, I thought it would be a 17-point win. I thought the Celtics were going to come in and play in this manner, and they were going to blow the Knicks out because they wanted to make a statement. And here's a place that the champs have to just come back and play like they're the champs.
And I'm sure fans are thinking maybe win a game at home would be nice.
Yeah, that would help.
Peyton Pritchard for Sam Hauser. He's been quiet tonight until now. It's a three that gives the Boston Celtics a 30-point lead at Madison Square Garden. 122-92. They have owned this building for decades now. Harcourt goes to the left hand. His floater no good. Another rebound for Keita. Keita has got 9 points and 8 rebounds. He's got a chance here with 4 minutes left. You could have Cornette and Keita with double-doubles tonight. Pritchard tiptoes the end line, spins back against Shamet, couple of pump fakes, and his shot gets gobbled up. Nobody would go for the pump fake, but Shireman jumps in front of the outlet pass and steals it. Shireman hands it back to Pritchard. He's going to rock a three. Got it. And the champs are sending a beatdown message tonight that the rain does not stop. 47 threes in the 2 games against New York this year. Cameron Payne missed a 3. Rebound going to go to the Celtics and Peyton Pritchard. We're at 125-92. Pritchard enters to Keita, in behind the defense, lays it in. 127-92. A 35-point lead. Celtics are called for a foul. This is the 6th time this year the Celtics have had a 35-point lead. They've done it in both games against New York.
And, you know, all those Knicks fans who are all up in arms, and oh my God, the Knicks are this and they're that. Nah.
McBride dribbles to the elbow. His jumper is no good. Rebound, Sam Hauser. Celtics really can't make any more changes other than to add Tillman into the mix. He misses an open three. Porty has the rebound.
I wish there were no more fouls.
I don't think they're going to get that lucky. Porty loads it back out, and there is a foul. Jacob Toppin getting some run on a two-way contract for New York. Jordan Walsh was out there to challenge the shot. This is normally where you say stuff.
No, there's nothing to say about this. This should be quiet. Let me tweet out something. I'll do that.
Right corner three is knocked down for Landry Shamet. Not quite the same move on the three-point goal. Like, it's not the same. 127-95. Down to 2:17 to go.
So you're saying right now that the public address guys kind of let it go?
It's a tough loss for the Rangers here last night. Rangers had a disappointing year. Knicks have had a really good year, but obviously expectations are high. This one's going to sting for a while. Obviously, opening night, I didn't put a lot in that as far as the Knicks were concerned. Attacking and floating it out to the wing. Here's McBride. Shamet to the corner against Shireman. We're down to 5 of the shot clock. Shamet's driving, reversing it up and in. Scoring the foul for Landry Shamet. Now he's back. Landry Shamet. Knicks is trying to get to 100 at this point. I didn't put a lot of stock in it opening night because Towns was playing his first game. It was a great offense. Listen, it was one of the greatest offensive nights in Celtics history as far as points per possession and offensive efficiency. But I didn't think 52 games later, in the middle of a difficult stretch for the Celtics, with the Knicks rested and the game being in New York, that you were going to get a similar show tonight. That is a surprise. Three-point play, we're at 127-98. 6 straight points here for Landry Shamet. Have cut from 35 to 29. Cada finishing the game with Hauser, Shireman and company. Cada drives, lays it up left hand, no good. We're down to the final 96 seconds. Teams will meet again a couple of weeks. We've got a Sunday afternoon game right after the All-Star break in Boston. Turning, scooping, and scoring is Cameron Payne. And the Knicks get to 100 with 1:25 to go. They average 118 a game. Shireman behind the back, escape pass. Jordan Walsh has an opening, so he's going to attack the paint, try to dunk it, and get on the highlight reel. And he got fouled at the rim and knocked down. Jordan Walsh will get free throws. And what now do we make of this Celtic run here of the disappointing home losses and thunderous landmark road win after thunderous landmark road win?
Execution and playing up to the level where they need to be. You know, when they go home, all of a sudden they let their shoulders down, and it's like, okay, we're going to win this game, we're going to win this game. And the effort and the attention to details aren't there. In this game, when the Knicks got back in, attention to details came back, and the Celtics did exactly what they wanted to do when they wanted to do it.
Jordan Walsh gets the free throws, 129-100. Foul call, presumably on Shireman. Listen to this list right now. John Havlicek, Paul Pierce, Larry Bird, Robert Parrish, Kevin McHale, Bob Cousy, Sam Jones, Bill Russell, Jason Tatum. That is now the top 9 scorers in Celtics history. One name on that list is 26 years old.
Remember, Danny for a while was flirting with the idea, especially when New Orleans said Davis was available, that it maybe could have been Jason Tatum in the deal if Davis would have said he's going to sign an extension.
Ironically, as the free throw is good for McBride, gives us a 129-102 score here with a minute 10 to go. It was a game that Brad Stevens and Danny watched Jason Tatum play on this floor during that freshman year at Duke. That I think in many ways sealed the deal, and that was going to be their guy. Sam Hauser to the dotted line. His jumper is good. And the Celtics, who opening night dropped 132 on New York, have 131 tonight. Cameron Payne slides to the floor. They're calling a foul on Hauser. It looked like Cameron Payne just lost his footing and went kind of curly kneel. I saw Curly Neal do that same move on this floor when I was a kid. Cameron Payne will get free throws. Celtics are over the limit.
It's my guy right there, Curly. Greensboro, North Carolina. North Carolina A&T University. Travels a while, and he made going ball cool. Got a chance to see him, talk to him, be with him. Him in the great Middle Arc Limit when I was on that Gold Trot tour.
Yeah, you ended up beating him and ruining, making the kids. That's what you love to do, send kids home crying.
One of the things that, hey, you don't think the Celtics made some people cry tonight?
No doubt.
Okay.
131-104, 40 seconds to go. This was a game that the tone was set. Here's a steal. Shireman is stripped to the ball clean by McBride, who misses a layup with 30 seconds to go, and Celtics probably will not shoot now. But you want to talk about a game tone being set on the first possession.
Yeah.
With that dunk by Jason Tatum.
Yes, indeed.
And he sent a message that it was going to be his special night on this special floor. He drops 40, makes 7 threes. Celtics will take the shot clock violation here. And that ugly New York memory of the game opening night in Boston had vanished almost immediately because the Knicks went on that 19-4 run in November and December. But this was jarring. The rested Knicks and the beat-up Celtics, and it was no contest. The final seconds tick off the clock, and the reigning and defending world champion Boston Celtics set foot inside the world's most famous arena and put on a show worthy of the legendary building. They dominate behind a superstar performance for Jason Tatum, who passes 2 Celtics legends on the all-time scoring list and adds to his own by joining Boston's top 10. The final score, Boston 131, New York 104. Back with more on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hi. Sorry, did I startle you? When you're used to hearing a certain type of commercial, something like this can, well, take you by surprise. That's kind of how it is with the Lexus RX, a vehicle that has continued to defy expectations for over 25 years. From the first luxury vehicle of its kind, to the first hybrid luxury vehicle, to the only plug-in hybrid worthy of the RX name. We understand you want more than the everyday SUV. And isn't being understood an amazing feeling? Click the banner to discover more. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Save on your next oil change at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Choose Castrol Edge Full Synthetic Motor Oil to provide maximum performance and protection for your engine. Get a $15 gift card after rebate when you buy 5 quarts of Castrol Edge for $34.95. Plus 2 times O Rewards points. Offer valid in-store and online at O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Newark for the 2-hand slam.
Everybody backed away. I don't want none of that smoke.
There was a lot of smoke tonight. 131-104 is the final. Jaylen Brown joins us outside the Celtics locker room. This is a special building, a special place, a special floor, and we've seen a lot of players over the years wearing that uniform, whether it was Antoine Walker and Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett, who come in this building, and there is just something special about it. Watching you and Jason tonight, you could tell from the first minute there was something extra.
Yes, sir. One, we lost last night. The night before, so we wanted to get a win. So we came for business. We didn't come to play around. So tonight we set the tone. JT set the tone for us, and then everybody followed suit.
The thing I saw in this game, it was you guys were the attention that you paid, the detail on the defensive end. You made Brunson. You made him maybe just work for every point he got. He scored, but he worked for every one of them. Yeah, and that was the key. Make him work. Nothing easy. Don't let him get comfortable. But Brunson's tough, chasing him around, being on his body. It's tough when they are giving him some of those calls where you can't touch him. But Brunson's a good player. We always want to sneak up. We're way upstairs. But your conversation with Spike Lee and Denzel, pretty good? Yes, sir. Yeah, great. Those are 2 legends, 2 icons. So I'm just paying homage, paying respect while we're beating up on the Knicks. So just saying hello. That's it.
Your day is coming in this particular category because you're creeping up the list. But tonight, I don't know how much you're aware of this, probably not at all. But tonight, Jason, with his 40, passed JoJo White and Dave Cowens, and he is now 9th on the Celtics all-time scoring list, and he does it on this floor. Like, your day's coming. You're not that far behind, but to think of what you two have accomplished, sometimes numbers don't really illustrate it, but to do it here especially, that's something.
Absolutely not. JT was incredible tonight. He was due for a big night like this offensively, and that's what we need. We encourage that. But it's been an honor. We've done nothing but win since we've been here. I don't know what all the fuss is about, but we've been winning ever since we got drafted here. So we're trying to keep that tradition going.
Well, it's the winning that matters, not the fuss.
Yes, sir.
See you on the plane, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Jaylen Brown joining us from outside the Celtics locker room here at Madison Square Garden, which has celebrated a lot of Boston wins since you and I have been together, Max, in 2001. The Celtics have won 65% of their games at TD Garden in Boston. Tonight, with their win at Madison Square Garden, they've won 69% of their games here. 69% of the time they have come to New York, they have won. And you said there are players who like the extra butter on the popcorn, and the Celtics have had a lot of them over the years. And if you are that kind of player and that kind of guy, whatever it is you do in life, you want to do it in this building. Well, and you think about it. You mentioned one of them, Antoine Walker, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett. Those guys want to play in this building. And this building is what legends have been made of. You think about the Spike Lee sitting there, all the people courtside, the Walt Frazier's, the championships that the Knicks have not won and are desperately chasing. And I feel last year's team, from a psychological standpoint, excitement, they were better fit last year because of just their hustle. They missed some of the things going on. They're playing well right now, but they still miss some of those guys. Hartenstein in particular, I think he gave them another gear defensively. You're going to get some scoring from Karl Anthony Towns, but tonight you got another dose of what Karl Anthony Towns can't do. And in this particular game, as we discussed, one of the things that was, when Porzingis gets scratched late in this game, and Luke Cornett And Neemias Queta tonight playing those minutes combined for 25 points and 20 rebounds. They went 25 and 20. Karl Anthony Towns 9 and 9.
Yeah, that is a key. That, you know, Joe Mazzulla always says, next man up. That's what happened, next man up.
And if the Knicks are going to figure this out, playing against the Celtics in the second round of the playoffs, whenever that happens, here's what they're going to have to figure out. 2 games against Boston this year, the Celtics have attempted 100 threes. They've made 48 of them.
Wow. Those numbers are absolutely crazy. And the thing that has to happen is, you know what you're going to get from Brunson, but who's going to be his running mate? Tonight, he really didn't have that many people. Only guy you think about scoring in the game was Payne. Payne scored, but everybody else, not so much.
Brunson, 36 points in 36 minutes. Celtics basketball presented by Amica Insurance. At Amica, they build a game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about Amica's award-winning customer service. The Celtics decimate the Knicks tonight in New York. We'll wrap it next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hotels.com knows that planning your book club's annual field trip can get chaotic. Rhea, the romance reader, wants to stay in Prince Charming's castle. Self-improvement Steve needs a hotel gym. Leela and Jeff, the horror fans, ghosted the group chat about budget. And you've read enough true crime to know that murdering them isn't a real option. With the Hotels.com app, invite all your friends to collaborate and find the perfect hotel together. Share properties, vote on your favorites, and book all in one place. Find your perfect somewhere with Hotels.com.
Mom, can you tell me a story?
Once upon a time, there was born a real estate brokerage that was also a magical app. They called it Redfin, and they're on a mission to get people the fairest deal of them all. With listing fees as low as 1%, Redfin agents charge half of what others often charge, so you have more money to put toward your dream home.
Could it be a gingerbread house?
If the witch wants to sell.
Download the Redfin app to get started. Fees subject to terms and minimums. Equal housing opportunity. CADRE number 01521930.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Hello, my name is Jorge Gaviria, and I'm the founder of Macienda. We partner with farmers in Mexico to bring heirloom corn products to every kitchen. With my Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One, I earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. And it has no preset spending limit, which means my purchasing power adapts to my business needs. My Spark card helps me fulfill my mission of bringing masa to the masses. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms and conditions apply. Find out more at CapitalOne.com/SparkCashPlus.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Tatum, pull up, contested 3, got it! And there's your 40-piece for Jason Tatum. And now he's 9th on the Celtics all-time scoring list. He passes JoJo White and Dave Cowens 2 minutes apart. You knew it was coming at some point. I thought Madison Square Garden might be the night, and it certainly was, as Jason Tatum just made history in almost every way you can make history. 40 points on the night on this big stage, and passing JoJo White and Dave Cowens on the Celtics all-time scoring list. And you could not have created a better night for the Boston Celtics with all the up and down of the last few weeks than we had tonight.
Well, and the fact that you look at Porzingis didn't play tonight. Holiday did not play tonight. And you dominated this Knicks team. And Jason Tatum, I think Brown said it best. He said, when Tatum turned the corner, attacked the rim, and dunked on the first play of the game, it was an uh-oh moment, and the Knicks never uh-oh'd anymore.
So the Celtics win. They go to 37-16 on the year, and they create a 2.5-game separation between New York. But I think the standings matter. You and I sort of disagree a little bit. I think 2 seed does matter in having home court in a second-round series. But big picture, you can't inflict any more damage psychologically than the Celtics just did by winning at Cleveland and at New York just a few days apart.
Well, I think if you look at that and you think about, you said psychologically, did the Knicks want they're this winter.
You know, it's a three-way dance here, and only one can get to the NBA Finals.
Right.
You know this is the way it's going to shape.
I understand that, but if you're the Knicks, you look at this team and the way the Celtics are built and the way they play, I don't want these guys. I don't want them.
All right, 131-104 is the final. Back with you Monday night. Celtics find themselves in another interesting night. The first home game for Miami in the post-Jimmy Butler era. Andrew Wiggins could play for the Heat in that game. 7 o'clock start on the network, 7:30, Celtics and the Miami Heat. And then the Celtics will return home for one more game Wednesday night against San Antonio, and the All-Star break has arrived. A high spotlight, spectacular week for the Celtics playing these big national games, and they get the two ones that matter the most, winning at Cleveland, winning tonight handily at New York. Max and I will talk to you Monday night. In the meantime, wow, it's going to be a fun night for Matt McCarthy.
It certainly will, Sean Grandy. Cedric Maxwell, thanks a lot. Fun night tonight and a fun morning tomorrow on our flagship station, 98.5 The Sports Hub. I'll be there for both because that was a statement victory for the Celtics tonight. It's time for our Lexus Amazing Play of the Game.
Jalen angles left side of the floor. Achua stays in front of him. Cornette posts up. Ball comes out to Derek White. Swung right side. First touch for Tatum. Steps to his right. Loses Towns. Down the paint. Flies over Achua. Two-hand slam. And that is how you open the scoring with the world watching.
Oh, my God. Not the first one. Ooh.
Oh, and the Celtics didn't look back after that. Jason Tatum opening the ball game tonight with a vicious slam dunk. That's tonight's Lexus Amazing Play of the Game, brought to you by the Lexus TX. Whether you're the passenger princess, a new set of twins, or even the family dog, the Lexus TX has everything that you could possibly want. The Lexus TX, for everyone. You travel in luxurious comfort in the Lexus TX. Celtics with a 131-104 victory over the Knicks on a special night for Jason Tatum. We'll talk more about that next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Start your day with the rich, intense power of espresso from Schwarzkopf Keratin Color. Our 3-step bond-enforcing system creates bonds and strengthens your hair, leaving it 5 times stronger after coloring. Serving up strong and healthy-looking hair with long-lasting color is as easy as picking up a cup of your favorite pick-me-up. Wake up your new hairstyle today. Just search for Keratin Color Espresso on Amazon.com.
The new year's here. Time for a change. Start with a recession-resistant new career in the high-demand fields of IT, cybersecurity, and AI with My Computer Career in just months. Already in IT? Build your cybersecurity skills and prep for thousands of open positions employers nationwide are desperate to fill. Attend classes live online or on campus. Make this your year. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. That's mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the GI Bill.
Have you made the switch to Knicks? Millions of women have made the switch to the revolutionary period underwear from Knicks. That's Knix. Period panties from Knicks are like no other, making them the #1 leak-proof underwear brand in North America. They're comfy, stylish, and absorbent, perfect for period protection from your lightest to your heaviest days. They look, feel, and machine wash just like regular underwear, but feature incognito protection that has you covered. You can shop sizes from extra small to 4XL. Choose from all kinds of colors, prints, and different styles, from bikinis to boy shorts, thongs to high-rise. You've got to try Knix. See why millions are ditching disposable, wasteful period products and have switched to Knix. Go to knix.com and get 15% off with promo code SHOP15. That's knix.com, promo code SHOP15 for 15% off life-changing period underwear. That's knix.com.
Felger and Naz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Derek White moving to his right behind a Tatum screen. Finds Tatum. This is a good look. It's a left side three. Got it! And Jason Tatum on Madison Square Garden's sacred floor has joined the Boston Celtics' top 10 all-time scoring leaders.
That's tonight's Connection of the Game, powered by Comcast Business. With advanced network cybersecurity solutions and trusted partnership, Comcast Business powers more businesses than anyone. Call or visit ComcastBusiness.com today. A connection to the greats for Jason Tatum, who passes both JoJo White and Dave Cowens and moves into 9th place in Celtics scoring history with a massive 40-point performance tonight for Tatum. He is now halfway to John Havlicek's record of 26,000 plus, and he is only 26 years old. Celtics, a 104 victory over the Knicks tonight. Just a dominating effort. However, there was one minor scare in the third quarter. The Knicks had cut the Celtics lead down to 3. Celtics led by 13 at the break, as much as 18 in the first half, but the lead was cut down to 3 midway through the third quarter, and that's when the Celtics reminded the Knicks and anybody watching that they are still the champs.
Tatum behind the Queta screen. Moves to his right. Achua waiting for him. Shot clock down to 6. Tatum going to have to create against Bridges. He backs it out. Tatum steps to his right, launches a deep 3, and it's good.
Ooh, boy, somebody just got their toe stepped on. Ow, 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 ow.
Pain if you're the New York Knicks. Well, the off-season moves, they've played the Celtics twice this year, and the Celtics have dominated them. That capped off a 19-3 run for the C's. They would not look back. Game over from there. Game, set, match.
Jaylen Brown, bounce pass back to Pritchard. Deep 3, good night, New York.
Woo-wee. And they said that the champs were dead. Not so fast, my friends. Not so doggone fast.
They are headed for the exits at Madison Square Garden, but those that have stayed have seen greatness.
Bye-bye. Have a nice night. Drive safe. It's snowing out there. Hop on the subway. Thing runs all night. You can go wherever you want in New York. You just can't stay here. I mean, you can. You can watch the Celtics put a beat down on you. Celtics made it look easy tonight. Brought to you by Bosch Tools. Engineered for efficiency, comfort, and ease, Bosch Tools are built to keep workers going at full strength. Bosch Tools, what hard workers deserve. Jason Tatum, the hard worker tonight, 13 of 26 from the field, 40 points. He was a plus 18, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and again moving into 9th place all-time in Celtics history. On the scoring list, Tatum was 7 for 14 from 3. Jaylen Brown adding 12 points all in the first half. Luke Cornett double-double, went 14 and 12 in for Kristaps Porzingis tonight. Derek White adding 17 points, 25 off the bench for Peyton Pritchard. Neemias Queta going 11 and 8 off the bench for the Celtics, who just worked the Knicks on the board. Celtics out-rebounded New York by 18. Double bigs all night long for the Celtics. They did everything better than New York tonight, who lose this game 131-104. Jalen Brunson adding 36 for New York. It certainly was not enough, not even close. Knicks held to 42% shooting, and that's padding the stats. The Celtics held them to 33% in the first half. Knicks were 9 of 24 from 3. Celtics just shot the lights out of the building tonight, 19 of 39 from 3. Celtics have hit nearly 50 three-pointers against the Knicks in just 2 games this year. The C's shot 54% from the field, again winning 131-104. Few thank yous to hand out before we get out of here tonight. To our producer, Matt Stenberg. The executive producer of Celtics basketball is Jeremy Conley. Our next broadcast is Monday night in Miami. Celtics taking on the Heat, the new look Heat, the 7 o'clock pregame and a 7:30 tip here on the network. We certainly hope you join us then. We also hope you join us for extended Celtics postgame coming up next on our flagship station, 98.5 The Sports Hub. Phone lines are open, and a good opportunity for you to chat with us about the C's after a statement win for the Celtics tonight at Madison Square Garden. Final score for the final time tonight: the Boston Celtics 131, the New York Knicks 104. I'm Matt McCarthy. We'll talk to you Monday night on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network. So long, everybody.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
Jalen forces it up over C. No! He tied it! He did it! Jaylen Brown from the corner with 5.6 to go. Kick out, open. Tatum steps to his left, 3 in the air. Got it!
Big boys step up at the right time, man.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Amica Insurance, your New England Ford dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, Shaw's and Star Market, and by Ticketmaster.
Pritchard shovel back to Porzingis, having a trail 3. Got it! Boston by 14. Kyrie forces one out, blocked by Porzingis again.